And we are live. Man, this was my first live stream in a long time. I'm Diddy Knows Bob. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitter. We got a lot to get into today. We got the Knicks. They just will not be stopped with the celebrations. The Knicks fans, I will say. Um, we got some draft stuff. People saying Darius Acuff is lazy. We got it's the off season in the NBA. So of course we got Giannis trade rumors. Um, I just wanted to start off by saying this because I already made a couple videos on it, both on TikTok and on the main channel. I was saying, I was just basically apologizing to Jalen Brunson. Say, man, Jalen Brunson is one of the greatest small guards of all time, right behind Steph, right behind Isaiah Thomas. He's in that ballpark for sure. Um, I just can't even believe that I was convinced and said Willis Reed was the greatest Nick of all time, even though his resume is greater. I went and watched them highlights, bro. It wasn't even close. The Willis Reed highlights was not. I respect the accolades, I respect the resume, but that team was great. Um, Jalen Brunson, what he did is just way more impressive. Even Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson dad came out disrespecting Jalen Brunson, talking about Patrick Ewing was the greatest Nick he done saw. I'm not going, bro. I'm not going, bro. But let's get into some of these. Let's get into some of these topics. Gotta have my coffee. It's early. I don't know if I'm gonna start doing morning streams, but I know for sure I'm gonna get what's that called? I'm gonna get 30 days in a row. hmm I know for a fact I'm gonna do 30 days in a row. hmm Okay. Where do we want to start? Oh, of course. Um, we gonna do it like this. We gonna do it like this because we gotta get to the Knicks celebrations, bro. Bro, look at this. Oh, I gotta go to my just chat and see my. But yo, look at this. Knick fans be tweaking. And they licking her feet, bro. It's crazy. Bro, real life licking her feet. Like, it's not even the craziest one. That motherfucker say right before Juneteenth, it's not a great look for the community. Oh man, was it not a good look for the community? But trust me, it's more. It's more. I'm gonna go to each one. Bro, look at this. Look at this. She's taking the Nick trash can home. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's more. I got more to get to. Like just look at the craziness. I ain't gonna stunt. This is funny, bro. Bro trying to get it. Bro trying to get it in. The Knicks fans are out of control, bro. That nigga damn near died. Nigga wake up, he trying to kiss a baddie, bro. Like, what we doing? It's a two-way love affair. Like, there's more. There's more. Look at this.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus.
Like the Knicks fans, it's just diabolical, bro. It's diabolical. Now, hey, y'all let me know which Knicks celebration that y'all seen as the most egregious? I gotta pull up my chat for sure. Uh, I gotta pull up my chat for sure. Let me see. There's always some jankiness going on with my chat though. Okay. Let me check and see if my audio is all right. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. What else did we have on the docket? Yeah. Oh, is James Dolan being cheap? I did want to get to this because I'm just not sure. James Dolan. Um, I'm trying to figure out where is it at on the. Here it is. It says James Dolan sounds like he would not bring back the entire Knicks championship team. I don't know if we'll be able to. We're willing to stretch, but there's no certain things in NBA. But there are certain things in NBA that you have to be suicidal to do. One of them is the second apron. Now, let's see what's on. I don't know, bro. Let me go back to the ESPN one because I do want to see. Oh, because I need more information. It says Knicks owner James Dolan told WFAN radio Wednesday that he would not go into the punitive second apron to keep his team intact for the 26-27 season. That shit remind me of the 2011 Mavericks. Damn, I want to play this, but I ain't got time for the ESPN like nonsense that I have to go through. New York owner James Dolan said Wednesday he would not go into the punitive second apron to keep his team together for the 26-27 season, even after it won its first NBA title in 53 years. We cannot go into the second apron. If any team surpasses that threshold, it is limited to what it can do in free agency. Otherwise, the building mechanisms. Only Cleveland Cavaliers exceeded the threshold this past season. Oh, the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's not a good look. They got swept. According to Bobby Marks, the Knicks are projecting to be $13 million below the second apron this summer. Rotation players like Mitchell Robinson and Landry Shamet are free agents. Alvarado could be too. He has until Monday to opt into his $4.5 million player option for next season. That could pose a problem as the Knicks were just $200,000 under the second apron this past season. New York starting five is under contract for next season, and should the team want to, there's no rules restricting it from re-signing its own players. The Knicks and All-Star center Karl Anthony Towns couldn't come to terms on a contract extension. So Towns helped keep During the interview on Dolan was asked if he wanted to bring back the entire team, which would be one of the favorites to get back to the finals if intact. I don't know if we'll be able to, he told the fan. we're willing to stretch, but there are certain things in the NBA that you have to be suicidal to do. One of them is the second apron. Only Cleveland, Boston, and the Phoenix Suns and the Minnesota Timberwolves have gone to the second apron since its inception. In the latest collective bargaining agreement in 2023, if the Knicks were to follow suit, they wouldn't be allowed to send cash in a trade. Use the 6.1 mid-level exception on a free agent, aggregate salaries, or trade more than 100% of traded players. Yeah, nah, that second apron, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Google per yeah. Explain in simple terms. In simple terms, the NBA second apron as if 5 years old. Just because, bro, I don't get the second apron shit. Okay. Imagine every NBA team has a giant piggy bank where they pay their players. The second apron is like a too much line drawn very high on the piggy bank. Step one, the money line. First, there's a normal money line called the salary cap. If you stay under it, you can move and add players pretty easily. Above that is a first warning line, the first apron, where it starts getting harder and more expensive to add players. The second apron is an even higher danger line that says you are spending way too much on your team. What happens if you go over? If a team's piggy bank goes over the second apron line, the league takes away some of their toys. They can't use special tricks to sign good players. They can't make certain big trades or combine a bunch of players in trades to get a star. If they stay over that line too many years, their good draft picks gets pushed to the back of the line. Oh, so you could overpay in theory, but you will get punished severely for it. Damn, my OBS. Hold on. Uh, a little too big. There we go. Okay. The NBA made the second apron so rich teams couldn't just buy every star and keep them forever. Okay. It's like saying you can't eat all the cookies, you have to share. So every team has a chance to be good. One simple picture. Think of 3 zones for teams and money. Green zone, under the cap, you're free. Yellow zone, over the cap, but under the first apron, things get a little harder. Red zone, over the second apron, you're in timeout and can barely add new good players. Would it help also explain again? No. Yeah. Okay. No, I can't be mad at James Dolan for not wanting to go under the second apron. That mud do sound like damn near impossible to do anything once you hit it. So I can't be mad at James Dolan for not yeah, not wanting to go under the second apron. That shit sounds crazy. That shit sounds crazy, bro. You gotta stay under that for sure. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, pick a side had. Let me just, they had did top 10 teams, top 10 NBA what's this called? Champions. Yes, here it is. So pick a side. They did ranking the last 10 NBA champs. And so pick a side did the last 10 NBA champs. They got number 1, the 2017 Warriors. Number 2, the 2018 Warriors. Number 3, they got the 2020 Lakers. Number 4, they got the 24 Celtics. Number 5, the 25 Thunder. 6, 2019 Raptors. Hold on. Number 7, 26 Knicks. Number 8, 23 Nuggets. Number 9, 22 Warriors. Number 10, 21 Bucks. Okay, let's do this the right way. So I would keep the first two. I had the 17 and 18 Warriors. Number 3, I would have. I'm not mad at the 2020 Lakers. But number 4, I'll put the Toronto Raptors. 2019 Toronto Raptors is underrated. I'll put them number 4 for sure. Then I would put so I have the 17, 18 Warriors, the 20 Lakers, the 19 Raptors at 4. At 5, I think I'm putting the 23 Nuggets, bro. Y'all tweaking. At 5, I'm putting the 23 Nuggets. At 6, I'm putting the 24 Celtics. At 7, I'm putting the 25 Thunder. Then I'm gonna put the 26 Knicks, the 21 Bucks, and the 22 Warriors. Yup. So I would have the 17, 18 Warriors. I would have the 20 Lakers. I would have the 2019 Raptors, the 23 Nuggets, the 24 Celtics, the 25 Thunder, the 26 Knicks, the 21 Bucks, and the 22 Warriors. That'll be my ranking of the last 10 NBA champs. Let me know how y'all would do it. Let me see what the comments are here for. Oh. Yeah. Let me see. I wonder what people were saying. No. People saying yeah. But yeah, nah, that was my top. That was my last 10 NBA champs rankings. Shout out to Pick a Side Podcast. Now, I did see this. I seen this. Let me go to this. I heard J.R. Smith was talking crazy. I didn't hear it.
LeBron James. Who is
Okay, it says J.R. Smith responds to fans saying the 26 New York Knicks could beat the 16 Cavs. Who on the Knicks is guarding LeBron James and the little guy I don't like? Kyrie Irving. He don't like Kyrie?
guarding Brunson? Who is guarding LeBron James? Huh? He said, who's guarding Brunson? Me. I'll guard him. Then we're going to put Shump on him. Then what? You know the little guy that everybody swears I don't like or we don't like? The little guy, number 2? Who's guarding him? Who's guarding K-Love? Bro, if you don't knock it off, OG is guarding Bron. You seen what happened the last time he did that. I get it, you a fan, you excited. Everybody's excited. They won a championship. It's the excitement around it all. I get it. Just don't act crazy, bro. Don't step out there and do that. Don't do that, bro. Relax. Now you're trying to cause fusion between me and the Knicks and shit. Like, bro, stop it, bro. Go get a hobby. Who is guarding?
Okay. This not even no debate for real. Okay, the 2016 Cavaliers, the 26 Knicks. Wait, hold on. Why is Julius Randle in the picture? Yeah, Julius Randle shouldn't be in the picture. Number 1, that should be Cat. But Cat and K-Love, they kind of a wash, but Cat is better. He was better. 2016 Cat was better than 16 K-Love. Kyrie Brunson. Kyrie low-key could keep up with Brunson, mano y mano. And then there's no answer for LeBron. Yeah, that's easy, bro. That's easy because Kyrie is the second guy on the Cavs, and he damn near could equal Brunson. You seen what Kyrie was doing against Curry? Let me go see. Let me see. It's say Kyrie Irving playoffs. He averaged 25, 25, 5, and 3, pretty much. What he do in the finals? What Kyrie do in the finals? Yeah. Your second option was getting 27, 4, and 4. On 47 and 41. Nah, yeah. What Jalen Brunson just do in the finals? What Jalen Brunson just do in the finals? Uh 32, 5, and 4. So just imagine though. He only scored what was really 33, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3. 6 more points than the second option on that 16 Cavs. Nah, it ain't no way. Ain't no way. OG and LeBron. Nah, this shit ain't even close. If LeBron to play Kawhi, what about this OG versus the Spurs Kawhi in the finals? Damn, OG's numbers was ridiculous. 21 and 5. He was shooting 53 and 50 from the field. Let's look at the version of Kawhi that beat LeBron. Boy, he got Finals MVP. He only averaged 14 points that series. And they 4-1 them boys too. 60. See, yeah, the Kawhi that LeBron faced was better than OG. Yeah, 16 Cavs clear, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Yeah, 16 Cavs clear. I'm pretty sure everybody said that too. See, yeah, everybody tripping. OG could handle Bron. Not to say Bron wouldn't get his, but OG could handle it. You clickbaiting ass account. He didn't say that. He said the little guy y'all swear I don't like. Why you call him a little guy and didn't just say Kyrie? People act like LeBron is still in his prime, but he would have no answer for the way the Knicks play team ball. They talking about 16, Bron, nigga. JR, you know damn well Brunson giving you 40. Wasn't, bro, who was on this Cleveland team? Let me make sure. Oh, yeah, not Shumpert. Shumpert and Brunson cooking regardless, but I wouldn't be mad at putting Shumpert on Kyrie. I mean, on Brunson. Shumpert could do all right on him. Yeah, I'm crying these new gen bandwagons talking about some dumb and shit. Like Bron ain't had a league in a chokehold for 4 years. Yeah, whatever. Always saying nonsense. That would never happen. You guys are the past. Stay on it. Okay. I mean, 2016 Cavs easy. 2016 Cavs easy. Oh, speaking of LeBron, and yes, I got my notes. Speaking of LeBron, bro, There ain't no way.
They can cut it to single digits. Oh, LeBron James!
This is him at year 23, bro.
Rejection taken out by LeBron. Here we go! Here comes James, runaway train. Numbers for Lakers. LeBron! Zamora to a cutting James. Here comes LeBron. It's been a slow build. James Harden had it. Here it goes.
Bro.
To this corner. James. Oh.
Y'all can't tell me this nigga ain't on nothing.
Gilgeous Alexander with 30. Yeah. James. 3-0 Lakers. Doncic the lob. And LeBron, straight line run. Doncic is back in. Oh, LeBron. Up ahead, behind the defense. It's James. LeBron runs, hammers. Pocket picked. Marcus.
Before that one, this guy had the pass.
Smart. James.
Bro. He not just jumping. You know, we know the real LeBron. But this is still crazy, bro. Was he like 41?
Up near the rim and put down. Instant offense. There's a steal. James read it. Got it. Threw it down.
Help him and his team up.
James, freight train. A locomotive.
Lakers trying to close out game 2.
And here comes LeBron. Lead to LeBron. The takeoff.
See, yeah, nah, that was.
He'll take it in hand. Brian King. Oh.
James all the way to the basket.
He wants help. He needs it. And
Okay, J Huff, bro, move.
To start, and James out in front.
he drives down, throws it up. LeBron.
Yeah, it look like he's getting bouncier.
And throws it down. The cookies.
It look like he's jumping higher
Throws it
now.
ahead to James for the dunk. 94.
I can't stand this nigga, bro. He's jumping higher later into the season. Is these as the season go on dunks?
Now it's a 2-on-3.
Oh yeah, nah, that was nice move.
Reeves all the way.
Come on, bro. He's jumping too high, bro. It seems like
Here comes the shoulder by James. Doncic with the touchdown feed from LeBron.
Here comes LeBron. James got it up quickly.
nah, this crazy.
Takes a look.
This is crazy.
Raises, fakes, drives it. Now Luka.
Cause he built like a complete power forward at this point.
It'll be Ayton on the run and LeBron on the finish. For 50% now LeBron down to the lead. Now it's LeBron James. 20 on the year. Lob to LeBron.
Luka pushes ahead. LeBron cherry picking a bit and hammers home too.
Yeah. Yeah. This isn't normal. People will continue to underappreciate it. And he said they need drug test him. They did drug test him, bro. Year 23 is crazy. Yeah. Bro, Cameron Boozer's finna be in the league and LeBron play with that nigga daddy, bro. Well, he done play with a lot of niggas daddies and shit that's in the league now, I guess. Okay. I just thought that was crazy, bro. Yeah. Let me clear something. I wonder if LeBron stays on the Lakers next year. He needs to go on get on. Everybody on anything else talking about timeless. Let me see if I can find John Shire. Because I see some news where he's possibly, yeah. The Mavericks have been wanting to give John Shire every conceivable opportunity to consider a leap to the NBA per the Stein line, which is why their head coach position hasn't been filled for a month and counting. Shire's committed to Duke. Nori and Ivy sitting right there, and we're begging for a dude who couldn't win with the 24-25 Duke roster. Dog, fuck, he hasn't done shit to warrant this much attention. Their regular season winning for nothing. I don't see any reason why John Shire leaving for the Mavericks. Duke need John. Mavericks is muddy's water. Damn, they want that nigga bad. I'd rather have What's that boy name? From UConn. I cannot think of his name. What is bro? Nope. UConn head Dan Hurley. Dan Hurley. I'd rather have Dan Hurley than John Shire. Yeah, getting every conceivable opportunity to weigh the possibility is crazy. But I think that's just a Coop play. Coop just wants John Shire. What is John Shire's record? And he's a hell of a recruiter. John Shire, whoa, 124 and 25 is crazy. 25, 26 coach of the year. Nah, bro. So he went 27 and 9, 27 and 9, 35 and 4, 35 and 3. He's gotten better. Backpack years being number 1 at some point. Got to a Final Four in year 3. The shit takes time, bro. And then you gotta understand. He won coach of the year already. Bro, John Shire is a hell of a coach. John Shire is a hell of a coach. 3 consensus All-Americans, Boozer, Flack, Filipowski. He got 24, 25 Duke, 2nd and 3rd for top wins. Bro. Coach of the year. He just had coach of the year. People saying he overrated, bro. Everybody ain't finna win a championship, especially in NCAA tournament. It's one and done. And he's one of the best recruiters in the game now. He hit the ground running, bro. Bro, 27 and 9, 27 and 9, 35 and 4, 35 and 3. How old is John Shire? Oh, he an August baby too. Shout out to them August babies. But how old is John Shire? John Shire age. 38. Nah, yeah, bro. Y'all tweaking. Y'all are tweaking. It's the Mavericks can't be seriously holding out that John Shire, who has one of the most powerful jobs in college basketball, leaves Duke, where he was handpicked by Coach K to come to the NBA. I don't care how close he and Cooper Flag are. They need to let that go. Yeah, they need to move on, but shit, who's some eligible coaches? Who is some eligible coaches? Somebody got to find some. And if you can't get Dan Hurley, I don't know. Let's go to YouTube, man. Maybe NBA coaching. What they call it? A carousel? Damn, Kashan's. Bro, James Borrega. Oh, my goodness. What's happening with the NBA coaches right now is insane. They always do this shit.
While everyone watches the player movement, another carousel is spinning fast. The coaching one. Multiple teams are searching for a new head coach this summer. Dominoes are starting to fall, and one hire just became official. So who's moving, who's still open, and what does each job actually need? Let's break down the 2026 NBA coaching carousel, because the men on the sidelines decide titles too. Here's the plan. First, the openings around the league and the one that just got filled. Then a look at each job, Chicago, Dallas, and Portland, and what the new coach inherits. And finally, the perfect reminder of why coaching is the ultimate carousel. The reporting is attributed, the team facts are verified, and the takes are mine. Let's start with the board. This is Game is Culture. If you like the front office and sideline side of the NBA broken down, hit subscribe. We're chasing 1,000. It's free and it helps a ton. Now the board. The openings. Coming into the summer, 3 jobs were open: Chicago, Dallas, and Portland. Milwaukee already filled theirs, hiring Taylor Jenkins back in May. And just now, the first big domino dropped. The Bulls are finalizing.
And see, that was my problem with the Mavericks. If you knew you was going to move on from Jason Kidd after the Nico Harrison stuff, why wait till all the good coaches are gone, bro?
The hire of Tiago Splitter as their new head coach, per an AP source. That leaves Dallas and Portland still searching, with a draft just around the corner adding urgency. And the timing matters. Teams want their coach in place before the draft, because the man running your bench should have a say in who you pick and how you build. That's why we're seeing movement now, in June, rather than later in the summer. Every day without a coach is a day of decisions made without the most important voice in the building. The clock is real. Chicago, the Splitter hire. Start with Chicago. Tiago Splitter is the new man. Quickly. There's little pressure to win now and lots of room to prove he can build a culture. That's a foundation job, and those can be the best ones to take. Dallas, the toughest job. Now the most fascinating opening. Dallas.
Dallas is the toughest job? You got Cooper Flagg, Derek Lively, Max Christie. You got a number 9 overall pick. And then you got the number 30 overall pick. How is Dallas the toughest job? Is Dallas the toughest coaching job right now?
Whoever takes this job inherits a mess and an opportunity. The Mavericks collapse to 26 and 56. Luka Doncic is gone to the Lakers, and Kyrie Irving is returning from a torn knee that cost him the whole season. It's a proud franchise in transition, with a star coming back and a roster that needs a clear new direction. That's a high-risk, high-reward chair. On one hand, you're walking into a rebuild with an aging, injured star and big questions. On the other, it's Dallas, a major market with resources and a history of winning. The right coach could steer Kyrie's return and a fresh, young core back toward relevance. The wrong one inherits the blame for a fall that started before they arrived. Tricky job. Portland, the sneaky good job. And then...
Interested. I wonder why Portland didn't keep Tiago Splitter. There's no coaches available. Most qualified. I'm gonna add not ChatGPT, Perplexity. Most qualified NBA head coaches available. That should say availability. Now, so let me see who they say. I wonder who's the most qualified NBA head coaches right now. Right now, the most qualified available NBA head coaches are a mix of big resume former head coaches and a few top assistants. Okay. Oh, man. That should say Tom Thibodeau, Mike Budenholzer, Doc Rivers. Bro, L chatbot, bro. Thibodeau, Budenholzer, Rivers, Monty Williams, Frank Vogel, L. High upside first time NBA head coaches. Chris Quinn. Longtime Spoelstra assistant in Miami, praised for game planning and player development, frequently interviewed. Becky Hammond, no. Sam Cassell, I'm not sure. Chris Quinn? Let's see what's going on with Chris Quinn. Is Chris Quinn a sneaky... Let see.
The Phoenix Suns need a culture, and Chris Quinn brings a culture to this team. They need a Monty Williams type, a former player that would be able to connect with these players. When we talk about the best head coaches in the NBA, we say Popovich when he was still there. We say Steve Kerr. Eric Spoelstra is still in that tier 1 echelon of head coaches. And if you can rip off any piece of that, you have to. And so when you're talking about Chris Quinn, who has earned the right to move up through the Miami Heat, first he was through development, then he was assistant coach, now he's an associate head coach. He has continued to move up the ladder, and he's still young. If there's any culture I would love to rip a piece off of and bring it to Phoenix, it is Miami. Bring Heat culture to Phoenix. Take a piece of that from Miami and build your own culture here. Not only does he deserve a job and is highly qualified, that should be the Suns' #1 option for a head coach. The Phoenix Suns need a culture, and Chris Quinn brings a culture.
I'm not mad at it. Chris Quinn seems like a pretty good head coach.
We are, I guess, narrowing down the list of Suns head coaching candidates. Wolf, we're down to 8 or 9 right now.
We're trying to. We're endeavoring, but we're a little dependent on the
Suns.
Suns.
Y'all going a little slow. Y'all going a little slow.
This list gets whittled down to about 3 names by next week. One of the names on there is Chris Quinn, Miami Heat assistant. We figured like a lot of these names, if you're a Suns fan driving around here at work, right now they're just, a lot of these are just names because a lot of them are assistants. So figured it'd be good to learn about some of these guys more specifically. We're going to talk to Brendan Tobin, host of Tobin and Leroy on AM 560 in Miami right now. He's joining us on the Arizona Sports Line. Brendan, thank you for the time. How are you doing?
I'm great, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess let's just start with Chris Quinn. We got a few different things we want to ask you, but Chris Quinn, just your impressions of him and what he might be like if he got a head coaching job in the NBA.
Yeah, I think he'd be pretty sensational. Everybody has been talking in that Heat organization that, he is, the next guy to take over. Even if Eric Spoelstra were to ever get burnt out, like everybody would be confident that Chris Quinn would probably be the next guy.
That's
not to say that he's like an heir apparent because he has gotten out of the last couple of years. I think he was one of the finalists for the Lakers job, even though that was, kind of all circulated to go to JJ Redick anyway. But a guy who has a lot of respect in that organization. He actually even got promoted up this year after that whole interview cycle to associate head coach. Has the respect of Eric Spoelstra, was a former player with the Miami Heat, and is hands-on with a lot of these guys. And I think to you guys in Phoenix, the thing that is interesting is with Tyler Hero. That's one of the guys that Quinn warms up with every single game. And I mean, Tyler's idol, coming into the league was Devin Booker. So I think with all the work that he's done with Tyler Hero, that's something that I feel like he could get accumulated to that style pretty quickly. But he's raved about the organization, even the times he's had to step in for Spo and the few times where like he's missed a game for personal reasons. Everybody respects him.
So, Brendan, what would you say is the demeanor of Chris Quinn? What is his demeanor like in terms of coaching?
I'm turning deal close.
It's interesting because I don't know as far as a head coach what it can be right now, because his job in a lot of ways is to almost be like the holdback coach on Eric Spoelstra. Like Eric Spoelstra is very animated during games, and Chris Quinn is in charge of basically substitutions, replays. Obviously we'll do game plan and all that, but like in the middle of games, like he almost has to keep cool as part of his job description right now. But I think he's always looked upon a guy that, does put a challenge. You talk about like a lot of the undrafted guys who have come through the system, Duncan Robinson, Max Strus, like he's had a big hand in a lot of those guys and their development and breeding their confidence. I do think that warming up pre games, like he's very relaxed with his players. There'll be times where like Duncan Robinson and Bam Adebayo warm up together, and one of the things that is that they always have to wait out for is Bam doing this like layup drill under the basket with Malik Allen. And so Chris Quinn will like basically do one-on-one for Duncan Robinson, like trying to get by Duncan Robinson, cross him up, and get in drills like that. And they'll get into arguments about like, did you reach? Was that a travel? All that type of stuff. So you can keep it loose with that stuff beforehand. But it's funny, like a lot of times I'm sitting there with my camera on the sidelines, and they're asking me for like replays on it. So he's a guy that does, have a player's touch, gets along with a lot of these guys. Of course, he was a former player, so he does have that respect and all that. It is funny enough, though, like it does think with the Phoenix tie, like of Shaq disparaging him back with the last year with the Miami Heat, but he's definitely found his niche with this organization and has a big hand in a lot of the things that they prepare for.
We're talking to Brendan Tobin. Brendan, sticking with the Chris Quinn conversation, how big is he? I know Heat culture is obviously a big thing. The Suns are looking to rebuild their culture. When you think Chris Quinn, do you think culture guy?
Yeah, especially, going back to what I was mentioning about like having a hand in a lot of the undrafted guys that you guys saw with all those big playoff runs. Like he does have an instrumental part in a lot of that thing. And the thing that is interesting with the Heat culture, that gets thrown around so much is it's very much like the guys who are about it, they have. Like everybody on the coaching staff has basically played for the Miami Heat with Chris Quinn, Caron Butler, Malik Allen, Wayne Ellington. I think Eric Glass is the only guy who didn't actually play for the Miami Heat, but he's basically been with the Miami Heat for a while.
Chris Quinn.
So yeah, I think he is going to bring a lot of that. And I think the thing that's, I'm sure, was a learning experience for him this year, because this was probably the most tumultuous Heat season they have had since the departure of Shaquille O'Neal, with all the stuff that happened with Jimmy Butler. So I think you come into that, even Eric Spoelstra was saying,
I'm going to start pushing
had as a head coach,
a Chris Quinn agenda.
So I think all of the coaching staff got a bit of a lesson of just getting to work, because these guys really had to get all of the players, and it wasn't easy. And they'll tell you that, it was a rough thing to deal with, but they all had to kind of just get them to bury their heads to get focused on a basketball game because of what was going on with all the drama with Jimmy Butler this year. And I think Chris Quinn had a hand in that as well.
Yeah, I've got to ask you this, Brenda, because Jimmy Butler has been one of my favorite players in the league until he started forcing his way out of Miami. Can you give us any insight as to what really happened?
Yeah, it was a really...
Okay, I don't care about that. I don't care about that at all. Okay. I'm thinking about, the Mavericks probably should look into Chris Quinn, bro. I wonder if anybody is saying anything about him. I wonder if anybody's saying anything about Chris Quinn. Yep. He's not even getting any love. So I guess we'll move on. Oh, I did see. Okay, yeah. The 25-26 draft mashup. I did want to get to this for sure. Let me see. Okay. So this is an exercise with Jeremy Woo. Hold on. It says an exercise combined the 25 and 26 drafts and tried to remove hindsight from the process. Very subjective. Cooper Flag at 1, but splitting hairs overall. Main takeaway, a lot of talent funneling into the league over the past 2 years. Okay. It's a ranking top of 25-26 NBA drafts with Flag still be number 1. So he's mixing the 25 and 26 draft. At number 1 is Cooper Flag. I agree. Number 2, AJ DeBancer. I disagree. Number 2, AJ DeBancer. Number 3, Darren Peterson. I agree with Darren Peterson at 3. Number 4, Cameron Boozer. Number 5, Dylan Harper. See, this is where I disagree. I got Dylan Harper number 2. Then I got Darren Peterson. Then I got Cameron Boozer. Then I got AJ. So let me do this correctly. I'll have Cooper Flag at 1. I'll have Dylan Harper at 2. I'll have Darren Peterson at 3. I'll have Cameron Boozer at 4. I'll have AJ DeBancer at 5. I think, and this is why I say this, Cooper Flag, I think he's a generational talent. Don't even got to talk about it. But Dylan Harper, I think he's he could be a Brunson level player. So I got him at number 2. I think Darren Peterson, like a young Kobe in terms of his highest ceiling. So that's at number 3. Cameron Boozer is a modern day Kevin Love. That's why I would have Cameron Boozer. Over AJ. And AJ, I look at him as like a Brandon Ingram. But let's keep going. Dylan Harper at 5 is way too low. Caleb Wilson at 6. Caleb Wilson over VJ? We got to see it. I guess he's not looking at the hindsight, but I guess you could say Caleb Wilson was a better prospect coming out of college. But VJ was a better prospect coming out of high school. Ace at 8. Is Caleb Wilson better than Ace? I don't know if I would have Caleb Wilson over Ace. Keaton Wagler. Keaton Wagler, bro, I'm not the biggest fan of Con Knuckle, but Keaton Wagler ain't better than no damn Con, bro. Hell no. And he's skinnier, can't play no defense. Nah, bro. Con Knuckle better. That's the top 10. No, bro. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at it. I would do stuff different. But they got Cooper Flag at 1. They got AJ DeBounce at 2. They got Darren Peterson at 3. Cameron Boozer at 4. Dylan Harper at 5. They got Caleb Wilson at 6. VJ at 7. Ace Bailey at 8. Keaton Wagler at 9. Con Knuckle at 10. I would definitely put Con Knuckle over Keaton Wagler for sure. I would put Ace Bailey and VJ Edgecombe over Caleb Wilson too. Yeah. Dylan Harper's number 2 behind Coop, in my opinion. Like I said, I'll go Coop, Dylan Harper, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, AJ DeBounce. That's my 5. Okay. What else do I need to have on the docket? But let me see what people. I'm pretty sure. Interesting. You say, is this taking into account what we now know about the 25 prospects, or you comparing your draft day evaluations in 25 and 26? Harper is the preferred and easiest archetype to build around. Flag is not a lead ball handler playmaker, no matter how much they want to force him into it. Boy, you could do anything with him. Ace at 8. Yeah, Ace at 8 is crazy. Hard to unsee, hard to erase from memory what has already been seen. I have Harper way higher. Yeah, facts. I have Harper too. Pretty good stuff here. Mine is very similar. Wemby, for the last 4 drafts. Wemby, Flag, DeBonta, Peterson, Harper, Boozer, Brandon Miller, Scoot, Caleb Wilson, Edgecombe, Sar, Ace, Amin, Acuff, Trey, Con, Klingon, Asar, Ricochet, Wagler. I would put Con with Sar now in that next tier, but I don't hate it. How we feeling about the top 20 players from the last 4 drafts? Who is this? What's the nigga name? Shout out Raven Wizard. My top 20 players. I think that's pretty good. VJ in that second tier. Brandon Miller. I'm not sure about Brandon Miller. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. What else did I have? Oh, speaking of Dylan Harper, I do got another Dylan Harper video. Reaction for sure. So bro say, I fell down a Dylan Harper rabbit hole and I had no idea he had blood wars with Cooper Flag in high school. Had no idea that Harper was that much of an alpha. Mitch should have put the ball in his hands, man. Boy, is you tripping? Y'all must not know who Dylan Harper is, man. Oh, I can't play the music. Bro, Dylan Harper was number 2. He really was number 1 in his class, and then Cooper Flag came up. That's why Dylan Harper was playing like that. And oof. Yeah, Dylan Harper, yeah, he was like that. People sleep. Was this the Jordan game? I think this is the Jordan game too. Yeah. Nah, Dylan Harper was definitely that guy, bro. It's a Dylan Harper Rutgers. People forget about Dylan Harper, bro. Don't sleep on that guy, bro. I think he averaged damn near 20 in college. Oh, just to say, damn, come on, dog. Oh, damn.
Dylan Harper, one of the elite recruits in the country, plays the point, has terrific size at 6'6", can do a little bit of everything.
Dylan Harper, a production machine, comes from NBA pedigree, and his physical attributes jump off the page, and he certainly knows how to use his size
that's a big point guard, bro.
He is going to run the show for this team.
Him
I'm
and
looking
Ace
for Dylan
still
Harper
underrated.
to have
They
a
team was
massive
trash.
season for the Rutgers Scarlet.
Obole able to collect it. Can't get it to go, but Harper able to fly in for the follow.
And you see how Penn State's going to guard him. Oh, not from that far out. That's right. Right to Williams. Harper does not have numbers. He has that 3. Harper inside to Bailey. That's pretty. Make it 5 out of 7 with a chance for more. Williams baseline. Oh, that was pretty. Put it on. Harper into the basket.
He's just a complete basketball player, bro.
Spin move, almost lost it. Another spin move. Finds his fellow freshman. Harper now has a double-double. And he's got 2 more. Wow.
Just countless hours watching film, working on my game. Props to my teammates. They always trust me to make the right play, and they know I'm going to kick it. Who's been terrific all season. Not only scoring the basketball, but doing it efficiently, doing it from 2, doing it from 3, doing it from mid-range.
He's been absolutely phenomenal. He's been efficient. He's got to the foul line. This dude is a problem in a number of ways. Terrific pick-and-roll player.
He like
plays in the open floor, can get to his pull-up, can make threes.
Dylan Harper is like a smaller Cade, bro.
Harper's a bucket getter, confident
Could
young
be.
man. So anytime he steps on the floor, he believes
Ooh,
he's
y'all
the
like
best
that
player on
comp?
it.
Could Dylan Harper be Cade Cunningham level player?
Plays with. He's always under control, never gets sped up, score at the rim, can score at the mid-range. He's a solid enough three-point shooter.
Dylan Harper has had a phenomenal freshman season. Rutgers runs a ton of offense through Dylan Harper.
And the one thing I love about him is his pace, his maturity, his ability not only to score the basketball, but do it with efficiency. That's a terrific.
Ain't nobody commenting. I'm finna turn my YouTube chat off. Let me see. Yeah, because it looks crazy in the background.
Big job of not only attacking in the paint, but also knocking down three-point shots. Future lottery pick as well. Harper, this is what Rutgers needs more of. Now, that's what I mean, broken floor.
Oh, strong and smooth at the finish. Harper, little fade away, and he'll make that all day long. You say a team has made 17 of the last 19. Whoa, make it 18 out of 20.
Dylan Harper.
Steal to the bucket. Harper. Oh, that's how you silence the crowd. Back to Harper. Spins in tight. That is an elite move. Harper, reverse spin inside, and the finger roll. Ball taken away there by Acuff. Harper corrals it, has Bailey.
Look out.
Up top.
Yeah.
Acuff up ahead to Harper.
Could Dylan Harper be the next
Hesitation got in there.
And they found their way back into this game.
Rutgers on top again. Shot clock to 6. Backdoor Harper.
Rutgers turning up the pressure, and Dylan Harper turning up his performance.
Interesting. I wonder if people think Dylan Harper could be the next Cade Cunningham, bro. Dylan Harper, unteachable skills.
Teams to do shield up defense to get that bucket. Harper again, weaving.
Oh no.
Feeding. Against Henderson, he'll drive.
I absolutely love Dylan Harper. I'm higher on him than any rookie in this class. And there was this game in February I was watching where he's chasing RJ Barrett and somehow gets back in front of the ball. And I thought, okay, that's really impressive for someone who's supposed to be an offensive prospect. And then a few plays later, he just stonewalls Scotty Barnes, beats him to a spot, and forces a turnover. And now I'm percolating because the next trip they put him on Brandon Ingram, he's glued to him on the screen out of the corner, and they can't get Ingram the ball. So at this point, I'm wondering just how good Harper is defensively at just...
Bro, is Dylan Harper the next Cade Cunningham? Does he have that potential? And if you got Victor Wembanyama, Dylan Harper, who could be a Cade Cunningham level player, then you got Stephon Castle. Ooh-wee.
19 years old, well, realizing he's conceding 3 inches to Ingram. The next time he goes under the pick and then has the strength to stop the back down and completely take away any step back attempt. Remember, Dylan just saw a pull-up, feels that little move to the left, and pounces to close the space.
Dylan Harper,
at this point, I'm texting
bro.
people like, you have to see this, because he then takes away the handoff at half court, sticks to Ingram like gum on a shoe, the slick fronting technique, and they can't even get BI the ball. On the inbounds, they're looking for Ingram again. Dylan teleports through a couple screens, and now I'm losing it. They literally cannot get the 6'9" Ingram a touch because a 19-year-old decided to deny his catches. And I already thought Harper might have the highest ceiling in his draft class, but at that point, I thought he could truly be something special. I actually thought Harper's perimeter defense was a critical yet under-discussed part of the Spurs' upset over the Thunder. When he was healthy in Game 1, he just put the clamps on the MVP at the start of the first overtime period, and then in the second overtime, his strength, size, and discipline gave Chet Holmgren nightmare fuel as he could barely get off a shot. And having a wing defender off the bench like that who can guard elite perimeter players is massive. Amazing hands to knock it off Shea there. And SGA had a hard time attacking against Dylan the entire series, even when Shea had him on an island and was working in his sweet spots. The more the game
Dylan Harper got
the more I personally
Cade
value
Cunningham.
feel and basketball IQ, because the speed of the game is often different for these athletes. First, when the ball spits out, he's ready to guard, then reads LeVert's eyes and body to jump with the pass and nearly catches it. Remember, he was 19 on that play and is just a step ahead of grown men. This is the kind of stuff that cannot be taught, but...
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Dylan Harper was in high school 2 years ago. He went from high school 2 years ago to playing really good in the NBA Finals to being the second best point guard in the NBA Finals that had Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, and Jalen Brunson.
Allows stars to play at their own tempo as they develop. The game is already slower for Dylan, so it's about playing angles and pace. It's not about overwhelming explosiveness,
That's
but
Cade Cunningham,
manipulating
bro.
defenders and catching them off guard. This stuff manifests off ball, knowing where to cut or how to sneak into a defender's blind spot and get inside to steal a rebound. I don't know if Dylan heard Ty Lue on this play telling the defense to watch for the handoff, or if he instinctively felt his defender leaning one way and went back door. Either way, it's impressive because it tells me he has a sense of the chess pieces on the floor. He tells a teammate to rotate and sits on the likely kickout pass. and it tells me he's great at sensing and manipulating the defender right in front of him. Again, this is his nervous system moving at a different speed, like Quicksilver moving through the kitchen. Jeremy Grant's basically level with him on the catch, which feels like an invitation to spin for Harper, or this preposterous idea.
Holland, Green, that's a beautiful move, my goodness.
So look at this. He gets the baseline, feels help, normally takes off two-footed, but instead long strides around the defender for the reverse.
He's very
the
polished,
same spot with
bro.
a faster defender, and he stops on a dime layup pass. So we're talking about elite body control.
Dylan Harper's most special than people even realize.
Plus the ball fake before the pass. So this combination of size, strength, and body control already makes him hard to stop in space. His incredible breaking pairs with that spin move that he absolutely loves, and he can do that at speeds if he senses an overplay, and this is balletic footwork. I'm going to whisper here, but sometimes when he does this at speeds, it reminds me a little of Manu Ginobili. And I know there's like a Spurs left-handed thing going on there, but the shifting of his hips and the change of direction in space is Manu-esque. Now, the thing about these whirling moves and changes of directions is that he threads combinations together and still knows where everyone on the floor is. We saw him make this exact move against Minnesota, and I think it's just freakish reaction time to sense Gobert as he's spinning back into the shot and know to throw it over his ear. Come on. This one is an important issue to me,
Boy,
and you might even be entitled
I ain't
to
never
some
seen this
money,
dude face.
depending on whether you or your child experience serious mental health struggles as a result of social media use. Out in the users recovery. Link to
get back to the basketball, bro.
Obviously, we're talking about an incredibly strong ball handler, and some of these spins and directional changes also remind me of Shea, but his strength and balance at this age are in a different league. SGA had herky-jerky moves his rookie season, but his shot-making improved over time. He lacked the explosiveness and sharp changes that made him so hard to guard ultimately, and his deceleration and unique pliability was there, but in smaller glimpses. What does Harper look like with a stronger, more explosive game? He already shot 51% on contested twos outside 12 feet this year. Shea shot 55% on
it's more
K
than SGA.
So he doesn't have the same robust repertoire there, but he is 6'4.5" barefoot, strong, and comfortable getting to 2 feet and then elevating. His outside shot is a question mark right now, and his swing skill, depending on how good it is.
I think he can shoot.
This thing looks smooth and confident to my eyes. There's a little weirdness with his guide hand having a partial thumb influence as the ball comes out of his hand.
Yeah, I do see that.
We've seen weird shots before, and this will probably evolve over time. And even without an elite shot, this is already someone with a strong foundation as a passer and finisher with a good sense of the game. I mentioned his feel and IQ, but he plays like a 10-year veteran, resetting his dribble against Rudy Gobert, taking the space to his right to bump and fake Gobert there, basically sensing Rudy's going to lunge into that space, and that earns him some free throws. Or take this pretty rare idea. His teammate's in trouble, so he creeps along the baseline as an outlet for a smitty on the catch and reverse. And he has a wide variety of finishing angles with his body, which are a blur at full speed. His torso and hips are almost facing to the right here, then he goes off 2 feet back to the left to twist and finish right-handed. On this one, he's playing out of a double screen, uses the Hezi move and the Ginobili wrap to get to 2 feet again, and he's explosive in these spots, catching the dribble on this little hop, then quick jumping with a ton of horizontal movement.
That was special.
Here's a similar idea in transition, and it's almost a surprise takeoff point for the defender because most players are timing up 2 full steps after the pickup, but this is basically a jump stop and a ton of horizontal movement in the air. Yet, we've seen him take off on 1 foot with creative strides. Here he goes with the more traditional 2 full steps on a decel and finishes right-handed. And let's enjoy the entirety of this one where Jalen Williams tries to get by him. This is pretty much perfect lockdown defense. Then Wemby does something completely unheard of with the double block attempt. And then in transition, Harper jumps off the wrong leg to slither through the defense. And the other thing he does on these finishes is move in basically any direction at the last last second. Well, he also moves the ball around in the air a ton before shooting. This
He
is
just
one of
has
his nice
so
little
many
cuts into
angles
open
on his
space.
finishes.
Then he pulls it behind his
Creative
head
finisher.
to avoid the contest, and it feels like he has an infinite
Natural
combination of takeoff points
scorer.
and release angles up in the air. It's
I just
how
see
you
it,
get
the
this
angles, too.
two-footed dunk where he pulls the ball away from the shot
Look at
blocker
that.
in the
Oof.
air with his left hand. But you also get this one-legged jump into a right-handed finish where
That's crazy.
he literally wraps the ball around the defender's arm and shoots it over his head. Once you see all these micro adjustments he makes with the ball in the air, they just start to pop out more and more on every play and get more and more impressive. Here, going off the right leg and extending the ball out as far as possible with his left hand. Again, I think his reaction time is playing a role here, just sensing shot blockers and moving the rock in space as needed. So he has a nearly unlimited array of ideas to choose from when he goes to finish, going with a surprise scoop around the defender here. I mean, he's so good as a finisher, we've basically glossed over his S-tier ball handling and that grown man strength. His reaction time also shows up on defense, where he's a master of stunting and baiting the pass. I think this is one of the reasons he's averaging more than a steal per game in the playoffs, despite coming off the bench. And as we've seen, he's just really sturdy defensively, reading ball handlers, beating them to spots.
He look like he
using all
has
that
a
strength,
durable
his freakish
body.
balance in these spots, and some of those lead to turnovers as well. Harper turned 20 in March, so this was his age 19 season on Basketball Reference, meaning he played the majority of this season as a 19-year-old. In their age 19 playoff run, only 16 players have ever logged 10 minutes per game. The only players with higher scoring rates than Harper are Kobe Bryant, Stephon Marbury, and he's basically tied with Jason Tatum, only Harper's true shooting percentage is much higher than all of them. I'd say it's a pretty good start. But I actually think he has the highest ceiling of anyone in this draft. That's a hard thing to pin down. Half the superstars in the league right now blasted through any concept of what their ceiling could be, including Steph Curry himself. But Harper has this Dwayne Wade feel to me as a prospect. Yes, there are things to nitpick, but his athletic gifts, this intuitive, fast-twitch feel in close quarters, along with his larger basketball IQ, just give him superstar potential. If the jumper doesn't come along and he doesn't improve much, he feels like someone who would only be an all-star, but if he expands his passing game, especially out of pick and roll and with that weaker hand, along with adding that third level of scoring with his outside shot, I do think we are talking about an all-time great. If you want to work in basketball, my go-to recommendation is Sports Business Classroom inside Summer League in Las Vegas, with past speakers like Kenny Atkinson, Adam Silver, Austin Reeves, and many more industry leaders. Sign up using the code GREATDAY for $300 off. There's more information in the description box below if you're interested. For more detailed playoff content and to directly support us, check out patreon.com/thinking.
Oh, yeah. Yep. What else did I have on the docket? Oh, yeah. Some more. Go get into the draft. Let's get into the draft because I did have some of this Adai Mara. So, if people didn't know, where is Adai Mara? Adai Mara is the big man from Michigan. I guess I'll look at the mock drafts. Okay. NBA mock draft 26. Just so people can understand who Adai Mara is. People have Adai Mara going. Let me see how. 11. So pretty much he's mocked at 11. So but let's see where he is in terms of the draft prospects. I'm trying to see where Jeremy Woo has him before I get to talking crazy. Adai Mara is the 10th rated player in Jeremy Wu's top 100 for the 26th draft. Mara, strengths, unusually skilled, unusually tall, good touch around the rim, outstanding passer, quick processor who excels, played out of two-man actions. Will not be the most mobile defender. His size makes him a quality defensive deterrent around the basket. Mara has made strides with his conditioning, but isn't particularly mobile or quick off the floor. He sometimes struggles to rebound out of his area and isn't defensively versatile. He's a developing but unreliable jump shooter. The verdict: transferring to Michigan rejuvenated Mara's prospect status after 2 down seasons at UCLA. He's the most offensively gifted center in his draft, with NBA teams intrigued by his ability to play as a hub and help facilitate quality offense. His rare skill level offers fascinating upside in a league that has trended back towards teams deploying true centers. How do y'all feel about true centers? Because that's where his Adai Mara's value look like it is. But he's top 10 ESPN's prospects. Let's see what he look like. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I'm sold. Does he move as good as Porzingis? Because the release is slower, but you know, centers get time. So, like, if he is spotting up at 3, he get time until he prove he can't shoot. I mean, until he can shoot. So he'll get time on his jumpers. My biggest question is his fluid movement. Is he a fluid mover? It looked all right. Let me see what the comments are saying. No hate, but the release looks a little slow for NBA speed, or is it just me? Please, I need Big to attack the glass and stop this bullshit. If he keeps that heat, the Bulls might need a fire extinguisher at the paint. Big shooting it like that is genuinely unfair. Draft him. This dude would get played off the floor. No way he's defended pick and rolls. Yeah. Everyone got Wemby syndrome now. Get your big ass on the block, man. But he can't make a free throw. Not buying these all-season tapes. He hitting off the dribble threes, or am I off DMT? Now, I don't know. Let me see. Adai Mara. I don't know if I trust the tape for sure. I want to see how he moves, bruh. In actual movement. Or Derek Parker did a scouting report on him. Let's see.
Michigan center Adai Mara is one of the most unique and polarizing players in the 2026 NBA draft cycle, offering a 7'3" big who can thrive in some traditional ways with a dash of feel and processing that isn't often seen in players his size. He spent 2 so-so seasons with UCLA, playing just 11.5 minutes per game across 61 games, but is now amid a breakout season with the top-ranked Michigan Wolverines, helping to make up what is likely the best and most versatile frontcourt in the nation. Mara has claimed to being one of the best true fives in a 2026 class loaded with talented bigs. His major strengths include his immense length and physical tools, rim protection, rebounding, play finishing, and passing and playmaking upside. To state the obvious, Mara's physical tools are largely the reason he's seeing the success and getting the draft acclaim that he is. He stands at a gargantuan 7'3" with a reported 7'7" wingspan, measurements that simply don't pass through the draft ranks often. Mara's a towering presence as far as collegiate bigs go, and depending on where the official measurement lands him, he could end up as the NBA's second tallest player alongside Zach Edey at 7'3".
But how does he move? How is Mara's movement looking? How is his movement
wingspan, which would still help him crack the NBA's top 5, joining Donovan Clingan, Kristaps Porzingis, and Walker Kessler. Not a bad group of names to be associated with. Additionally, Mara has a little bit more mobility, fluidity, and coordination than your typical big of this size. This obviously has its limits, but he is a little lighter on his feet than you'd expect, which is notable because he isn't thin like some current NBA 7-footers, weighing in at 255 pounds per Michigan. We'll touch more on Mara's playstyle through the rest of the video, but there's no question that the NBA is becoming increasingly infatuated with Major League Plus size, and having a back pocket option in Mara with players such as Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Alex Sarr, Evan Mobley, and plenty more 7-footers surging is a small reason I think his stock could end up higher than it seems.
So now they break the press and Mara.
Two of the things most aided by Mara's size and length are his rim protection and rebounding, which are likely his two biggest natural strengths at the 5. Starting with his general defense, Mara's an imposing figure in the paint, able to block and deter shots with ease due to size, instincts, and great timing. His presence alone leads to overthinking from scorers around the rim, and for good reason. He's blocking 2.8 shots per game with Michigan across just 22.8 minutes played, rounding out to a ridiculous 6.6 blocks per 100 possessions. Overall, he's posted a 13% block percentage paired with the defensive box plus minus of 8.8, pointing to how much he's putting a lid on the rim when on the court. Mara's feel for the game is much more apparent in flashy offensive stuff, but he's a smart defender with a great sense of game flow and positioning, which
he can play.
Size, it makes him a
My only worries is with his movement.
He's a bit up and down in the discipline department, showing the wherewithal to contest without fouling on some occasions, but seeing a few nights where he can be a little trigger happy. Mara plays the majority of his defense in drop coverage, meaning when ball screens involving his man happen, he backpedals and attempts to keep both the handler and screener in front. He's quite effective here, with good feel for how the action is shaping up, anticipation, and obviously size that's hard to get around, and the obvious recovery tools with his wingspan. His better than expected mobility shines here the most on defense. He's holding the roll man to just 27% shooting in total on 30 attempts per synergy, and these are mostly missed threes given collegiate bigs just don't have the tools or even feel the need to test him that often. That's a phenomenal mark and a good indicator that Mara is going to have NBA value on the defensive end from day one. Mara is also a productive rebounder, able to put his size and length to use by bringing down 7 boards per game, good for a whopping 16.7 per 100 possessions. 5 of his rebounds per game are defensive, with just over 2 being offensive. His build does most of the legwork here, obviously, but he's gotten better about grappling for position and has a decent enough feel for rebounding the ball in general. At the college level, there are times where he won't even have competition for the ball if he can find himself in the right spot. He's pretty unstoppable on the offensive glass with the head of steam, able to get some air under his feet and rise for putbacks. Overall, Mara's unique combination of size and instinct seems set to infuse these more traditional big areas with impact, regardless of competition.
But is he top 10 though? Is a Mara a top 10 prospect is the question.
To that end, Mara's offense benefits from that very same combination, helping him to be an effective play finisher around the rim. Overall, Mara scoring 11.2 points in just 22 minutes on an elite 65% shooting from the field, a great mark in obviously limited time. 70% of his field goal attempts have come at the rim, and he's converted on a usually game-altering 74% of those.
Oh, I got
Mara
a question.
Is just an unignorable.
Who's the better prospect coming out? Mara, Donovan Clingan, or Zach Edey?
Target around the rim, nearly uncontainable with his size and length, able to shoot over others, and contort himself with the flexibility needed to take different angles. He's an easy target on lobs, with a wide catch radius and enough focus to see difficult shots through in traffic. He's notably converted on a great 68% of layups, showcasing touch that makes up for his lack of vertical explosiveness, and just 86% on dunks, pointing to a need to add strength overall. Mara scored the bulk of his points this season with Michigan on post-ups, converting 54% of those. He's also functioned as the roll man, hitting 71% of those shots.
He can move a little bit. It's not terrible movement.
Kind of naturally hovering towards space while handlers are driving, and is obviously elite in garnering putbacks at a blistering 75%. Again, his touch is the highlight here, as he can be pretty feathery in going off the glass either direction, or even using floaters on occasion. Given he's basically already in the stratosphere, this can lead to tons of convertible looks. It's certainly possible that NBA teams will post Mara up given his size and passing skill, which we'll touch on, but I personally think he'll need to continue evolving his pick and roll skill set to get the most out of his offense. This mostly just involves involves continuing to be effective here at higher volume, given he's shown okay mobility and finishing at 1.2 points per possession in the pick and roll. Ultimately, Mara just needs some general refinement on offense to prove himself worthy of being put on the floor. Otherwise, his physical tools alone will carry him a decent ways. Far and away the most unique aspect of Adai Mara's game is his passing and playmaking upside, which is pretty special
way more mobile than Klingon and
Mara is averaging
Edie.
2.5 assists to 2 turnovers per game, posting an 18.5 assist percentage, already good face value passing numbers for a big. It might be because of his unnatural size, but there are only a few of Mara's assists on tape that don't feel like highlights. His ability to see over the defense is a real weapon, and he has a knack for reading the floor and dishing accordingly, even showing some manipulation stuff, which is ultra rare for a big. Mara can do a little bit of everything. Outlets fresh off the glass, hub-esque stuff in DHOs and patience hitting shooters and especially cutters, lobs, quick reads out of the short roll, high-low big actions with precision around the rim, these little behind-the-back flips when pressured. He showcases just enough accuracy with just enough consistency to believe this area long-term, and can fit passes through exceptionally tight windows. On the flip side, there is still a ton of needed development here, pointing to the upside portion. Mara can be really loose with the ball, a little too patient in waiting for the exact right pass, allowing pressure to get to him, and can force it a little too much. Something NBA teams will especially look to cut out is his fondness for the flashy play, which can turn on him in the form of rough turnovers. Ultimately, his general feel, positive assist to turnover ratio, and overall improvement point to a really great building block. This is an especially great skill for Mara to have, given it just adds a layer of versatility overall. Rather than a simply traditional big who thrives only with size, it puts his ball skill and feel front and center, and adds some dynamism that all NBA teams will be looking for out of their modern bigs.
Only 3 offensive rebounds for Nova. It's a lot. Shots out of tuck in.
He do have a feel for the game for sure.
I've bundled a few of Mara's notable weaknesses together here that I think follow a similar thread, notably his strength, physicality, and conditioning. Being a big in the modern NBA,
Strength and physicality after doing 3 years in college, I don't know.
Basis, and I think added strength and physicality will especially be a point of emphasis for Mara, given it's already something he struggles with. This rears its head on both ends. For now, his length makes up for it the majority of the time, but there's still these moments where he's easily bumped off a spot on offense, moved entirely out of position on defense, fails to make clean contact on a screen, or is out-rebounded by an especially energetic matchup. And again, I think some of these things could be exacerbated by the much bigger, faster, stronger NBA. Strength will come along simply by continuing to work on his body and with general training, but a little more aggressiveness and the embracing of physicality in the trenches could go a long way. Perhaps the most notable of all of these is Mara's conditioning. As you've gathered by this point, Mara is only averaging 22.6 minutes per game, and that's
that's
due to the
crazy.
fact he is simply unable to play for extended stretches in any given game. He gets fatigued fairly quickly depending on how much moving is being done, and upwards of 25 minutes per game at the NBA level in the next few seasons feels out of reach at this point. Trailblazers center Donovan Klingon, an okay comp for Mara, struggled with some of these same issues in 2 championship seasons at UConn, but has now leveled out to around 27 minutes per game in year 2 with Portland, so there is some positive upside here to work with. I considered a few different options here and ultimately again decided to package a few together just due to the uniqueness of Mara, and I landed on general versatility. Aside from his feel for the game and passing ability, which admittedly does add some layers to Mara, he feels a bit one note on both offense and defense. I think there's certainly some value and impact to be had in the player that he currently is, but not nearly as much as there would be if he could add a few more wrinkles to his game, which could make him a genuinely versatile, potentially starting level center at the NBA level. Offensively, it's essentially all about spacing the floor. The threat of a 3-point shot would offer so much optionality for Mara both individually and within a team scheme. Unfortunately for now, he's pretty far off from this being in his bag. He's taken just 8 threes across 26 games with Michigan, having hit on just 2. Even worse, he hasn't shown much touch, if any, on the actual attempts, and his flat-out bad free throw conversion at 49% on decent volume leaves a lot to be desired and is really a legit issue given how much he's fouled. On defense, added versatility would mean defending in space, being able to switch, basically anything that would give him versatility outside of simply defending the paint. This one feels slightly more attainable. There have been more replicable flashes of him moving his feet and showing the necessary lateral quickness to stay in front of quicker players, but it's still far too inconsistent and certainly years away. Stretch bigs will be a fairly easy counter to Mara in his current state, and the NBA right now is filled with plenty of these, or even worse, teams willing to simply play small and go 5 out, which I'm not sure he could capitalize on.
I don't know how much he can play day one. I don't know if I pick Adamara is a
Adamara
top
is
10
very
pick.
obviously one of the more unique prospects, not just in the 26 draft class, but to pass through the draft ranks in some time. He has so many unteachable qualities that NBA teams look for: size, length,
Play
feel for
finisher,
the
drop
game, but so
big.
much polishing needed across the board on both ends, and a few non-starters for certain schemes. Still, if an NBA front office feels confident they can add a little shine to him overall, he is one of the more interesting developmental templates I've ever seen. With that being the case, I wouldn't be stunned if a team reached on him in the late lottery, but I think the more likely...
I don't know if I can get there with Adamara. I'm not gonna lie. Is Adamara a better prospect coming out than Zach Edey and Donovan Clingan? That's another question too. Hopefully a future Hawk. Welcome to the Hawks starting Hawk center. The Bulls absolutely need this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sold on the Damara. I'm not gonna lie. At 10, he over Braden Burries, over Yaxel Lindebor, Hans Steinbeck, Kareem Lopez. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Insane. Yeah. What the hell am I doing? I gotta go to the restroom. Oh my goodness. Y'all doing the most, man. I'll be right back. Man, and I'm back. I had to go to the restaurant, bro. That's crazy. And I am back. Let's get off this. Where were we? Oh yeah. What else did I have on the agenda? Okay, now let's talk about our number 6 prospect, Darius Acuff Jr., 6'3". Because I've heard some rumblings about Darius Acuff Jr.'s work ethic. So, and I think this was Jeff Teague. So let's see what they got going.
Milwaukee's very, very high on Darius Acuff.
I got some reports on Darius Acuff. People question his work ethic.
Damn.
They question the circle a little bit. So.
They on that.
B Hen look checked out.
Clean it up over there for him. Sorry though.
All right.
They still say he valuable. People just question.
You got some of them guys around.
Some of his teammates at IMG didn't, quite fuck with him.
I don't ask him about my teammates, bro.
Y'all niggas hating.
Very, very high on Darius Acuff.
I got some reports on Darius Acuff.
B Hen look checked out. Hey, shout out Book. He said, man, they hating, boy. People around the league are reportedly raising concerns about Darius Acuff Jr.'s work ethic, the people he surrounds himself with, and his relationships with teammates at IMG. Nah, he just from the trenches, and basketball was probably his only way out. Can't wash away what he comes from. No one from Arkansas has anything bad to say about him because Cal knows what he's recruiting. IMG is full with a bunch of kids that come from a rich background. Team's going to start checking his circle harder than his game tape. What's the actual vibe at practice? Okay. Nah, he was always respectful to fans, media, and his teammates. Not one person said anything bad about him while he was here. Now suddenly he's a problem. Where did this shit come from? He's going to be a problem in the league on the court. What is the... Because he's the 6th ranked prospect. Is T trying to get his draft stock to fall? Is T trying to get his draft stock to fall? Because that definitely could be a thing. That definitely could be a thing. Let me see where his... Bro, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Where is the mock draft? The mock draft. Okay, here's the mock draft. Let me see what Darius Acuff mock draft hitting for. Not hitting for, but let me see where he is on the mock draft. So, boom. 5, 6. Darius Acuff at 6 right now. So, what pick do the Hawks have? 8. Listen to me. Let me know if this sounds crazy. But could Jeff Teague be possibly trying to tank Darius Acuff draft stock so he can fall from 6 to 8? Because I haven't heard anything else like that in a minute. Darius Acuff Jr. is going to sabotage his career potential because his black culture-induced attitude would be another waste of talent. At least he a real one, though. Guess his work ethic took a detour. Maybe he'll finally come. Maybe he'll find it in the locker room snack bar. What? This pre-draft stuff is funny. Now, when we go back and look at this draft, there will be a dude that got picked 28th that's top 5 in the draft. Really hard to see into the future. Could give a million examples of this. That's cap. Cut the bullshit. Talent gets you drafted. Attitude gets you traded. Nothing like a pre-draft hit piece. Per Jeff Teague, nobody is telling him anything. That's funny. It's a Darius Acuff count is wants him to be drafted by the Sacramento Kings.
From Detroit, Michigan. Acuff in Detroit, Michigan, Acuff included. And so it seems to me, from my understanding, is that Acuff's group wants him in Sacramento. And the Kings also, this is just a one-way street, the Kings also really like Acuff as well and view him as a potential future of the franchise. And that's why I think there is a real chance that Clippers at 5 or
the Kings guards are trash, bro. Devin Carter is terrible.
Brooklyn at 6 does have the leverage to force the Kings to move up because it feels very telegraphed that Sacramento wants Acuff. They're signaling that if Acuff isn't on the board, they're very comfortable with Kingston Flemings. They're very comfortable with another guard. I don't totally buy that, and I think there's a chance we'll see a draft trade with Sacramento moving up to assure they get Acuff. Number 8, Detroit, Michigan.
Damn, my stomach grumbling more. It's like KLC has no choices. Swiper, no. Brunson definitely bumped up his draft stock a month ago. He was too undersized, too much of a defensive liability, and was safely available for the Kings. Now there's evidence that players like him can win. One place he will be handed 20 field goals a game immediately, which is all he cares about. Kings have a 100% fail rate at drafting the guys that want to be in Sacramento. Hear me out. Killian Hayes 2.0. Come on, dog. Where agents want you to go to the Kings is because of one thing. Their sure decline would be the franchise player immediately. Here's blunt. The player is 90% guaranteed to get a max first extension. Stop talking shit. That's crazy. I think Darius Acuff in Brooklyn, Darius Acuff in Sacramento, Darius Acuff in Atlanta. All of it makes sense. I would love him in Atlanta. I think that's really where this is coming from with Jeff T. He's really trying to get him to Atlanta. Okay. Shout out Darius Acuff. I like Darius Acuff. And I think he's the highest ceiling point guard in this draft in terms of could be a superstar. Michael Brown, he right there too, because I think he got some LaMelo to him. But at the same time, he got some LaMelo to him. Let's play this one more time.
Quite fuck with him.
Milwaukee's very, very high on Darius Acuff.
No, I got some reports on Darius Acuff. People question his work ethic.
Damn.
They question his circle a little bit. So.
They on that.
Yeah, OG got cleaned it up over there for him. Sorry though.
All right.
They still say he valuable. People just question.
Got some of them guys around.
Some of his teammates at IMG didn't, quite fuck with him.
Don't ask him about my teammates, bro.
Y'all niggas hating.
Shut up, boo. This ain't them niggas hate. I think this is a play from Jeff T trying to get that boy to Atlanta. Jeff T just trying to get Acuff to Atlanta, bro. Okay, what else did I have? Giannis trade rumors. I did want to talk about some Giannis trade rumors. So the Celtics will welcome a straight up Jaylen Brown for Giannis Antetokounmpo swap. Per Sam Amick, the Celtics have gone to great lengths to avoid the elephant in the room here, but Jaylen Brown would need to be a part of any deal for Antetokounmpo. And if Boston had its way, it seems the conversation would start to end there with a 1-for-1 swap of fellow All-Stars who are still in their respective primes. Giannis, 31, Brown is 29. Lest anyone forget, Brown is coming off his best season yet, finished 6th in MVP voting. Say, bro, let's nip this in the bud right now. Jaylen Brown is better than Giannis. Jaylen Brown is more durable than Giannis. And I'm talking about right now. Not all time. I'm talking about right now. Who's better right now? Jaylen Brown or Giannis Antetokounmpo? I will say Jaylen Brown without no hesitation. That is the biggest thing right there. JB is under team control for 3 more seasons. Giannis is on an experiment. JB would actually probably fetch more on the open market because more teams would be interested than the 2-team Giannis has bottlenecked himself into by not promising to extend anywhere. Boston wanting a 1-for-1 swap for Giannis is pure comedy. Jaylen Brown is great, but Giannis is a generational superstar. The Celtics front office is officially drinking their own Kool-Aid if they think that's a fair starting point. What are y'all talking about? Brown for Giannis straight up. Wait, hold on. Are people thinking Giannis for Jaylen Brown straight up isn't reasonable? Giannis don't play. So which other player are you realistically getting in a 1-for-1 swap right now better than Jaylen Brown? Not for real. As a Greek Celtics fan, I love Giannis over here, but they're smoking something insane if they think Jaylen Brown is anywhere near worth a 1-for-1 trade for Giannis. What? Giannis is also older and far more injury prone, so 1-for-1 is far but fair. And the best deal the Bucks will get. Last 2 seasons, Brown has played 82% of his games versus Giannis 48%. Generational talent does you no good in street clothes. No, facts. Facts. Jaylen Brown for Giannis 1-on-1 is actually good. I don't hate that. I didn't expect people to think that is crazy. A Jaylen Brown for Giannis 1-on-1, I would say the Bucks win that deal because he is under contract for 3 more years, and I think he's worth more because of that. But yeah, Jaylen Brown played 71 games last year. He was at 29, 7 and 5, 48 from the field, 35 from 3, about 80 from the free throw line. Giannis was 28, 10 and 5, 62 from the field, but he only played in 36 games. 28, 10 and 5, 29, 7 and 5. Nigga, that shit. And then he's like 3 years younger. 2 or 3 years younger. Boy, give me Jaylen Brown straight up. Y'all tripping. I definitely think Jaylen Brown is more valuable than Giannis right now, bro. I definitely think that. Let me see. It says, I don't believe in Giannis anymore. Giannis is a rumor. Giannis hasn't done jack in the months that matter, which would be May and June since 21. 5 years is forever in professional sports.
Because I don't believe in Giannis anymore. This is interesting to me because I don't believe in Giannis anymore. Giannis is a rumor. Giannis hadn't done jack in the months that matter, which would be May and June since 2021. 5 years is forever in professional sports. Giannis is a multiple-time MVP, a great player, a Hall of Famer, and as you said, a champion. He was that. Yeah. I ain't seen evidence of it. Sorry. A league can now, particularly the NBA, it can pass you by. And with a ton of wings who are 6'9", 6'10" sort of size, DeBanza and Caleb Wilson and those kids coming in the league, Giannis can look obsolete fairly quickly if he
Ooh.
can't get his butt out there and contribute heavily, massively in May, June. And I don't know that. I would not rearrange my franchise for Giannis. Tyler Hero leads his team in scoring. He's an all-star.
Yeah.
I know he's had some injury issues at times, but he plays more than Giannis lately, and he doesn't seem to be the diva that Giannis is. So if it sounds like I'm piling on Giannis, yeah, a little bit for a guy as a player I used to love. I love him less now because I ain't seen nothing lately.
Nah, he's speaking real shit though. That's real talk. Keep that same energy for LeBron. Come on, bro. It's not the same thing. Have you seen the rosters he's been playing on? The guy's been a walking 30-point double-double for almost 10 years now. Bro's got to be rage, baby. Yep, the shit they've been getting on KD for, they've let Giannis and Kawhi slide free. He's not wrong. Giannis was a KD toe away from being ringless. Man, I'm talking about that 50 piece in Game 6 of the 21 Finals. How long ago was that? How long ago was that? I'm just saying though.
Tony, this is interesting to me because
I'm just saying though. I'm closer to where Wilbon is on the Giannis situation. Bro, don't play. And if you can turn Giannis into Jaylen Brown, if I'm Milwaukee, you're not getting no better than that. Unless you just want Tyler Hero because Tyler Hero is from there. And he's going to buy in. And hopefully he can stay healthy. Pistons have emerged as a potential third team facilitator in a Giannis trade with Tyler Hero heading to Detroit. Ooh. Uh-oh. Nah, Tyler Hero in Detroit would be OD. Yeah. You know what? Hero being the second shot creator for Detroit, Giannis being the next star in Miami, and Milwaukee going for a full rebuild with picks is a solid all-around trade. Whatever happens is better. It better happen soon. The streets were saying that Giannis was going to the Boston Celtics with Jaylen Brown being the centerpiece. What happened there? As for Tyler Hero, dude is good, but for some reason, why is he so damn inconsistent, bro? Hero in Detroit feels like watching someone get traded for a bag of chips they didn't even ask for. What? This Giannis to Miami rumor got me hyped, but also shocked. Pistons taking Hero as the third team makes sense for salary. Hero could really ball with Cade and the young guys. Man, I don't know if Giannis leaves Milwaukee, though. The Heat are overrated since the Big Three, and Jimmy's finals run was a fluke. Okay. I'm really hoping Tyler gets to go home to Wisconsin. I don't know, bro. I've been talking about it. Pistons target shooters like Levine and White to boost Cade Cunningham. Detroit is aggressively pursuing guards like Zach LaVine, Kobe White, and Isaiah Joe to add scoring punch around their young core of Cade during an assault. LaVine, a two-time All-Star, averaging 20 a game, tops the list despite his hefty contract and injury questions, while cheaper options like Joe offers quick fixes. Bigger names like Kyrie service too, seeing GMs, Langdon's push to end the rebuild with cap space and draft picks as the 26th draft approaches. Zach LaVine will be opting into his $49 million player option with the Kings. Zach LaVine and his agency are not leaving that money on the table, so he's not opting out. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Yeah. Zach LaVine, one of my favorite players that's just in poverty. In poverty, bro. What the hell? Damn, it's like that. Dylan Harper's camp pushes for Spurs starting role at the final standout. Just days after San Antonio's 4-1 finals defeat to reach the championship for the first time. Number 2 pick Dylan Harper's camp is pressing for him to start over De'Aaron Fox next season. Harper averaged 18, 6, and 3 in the finals, outshining the struggling incumbent point guard who battled an ankle injury. While the Spurs remain committed to Fox, fans, analysts, and even veterans like Joe Johnson compare Harper to prime James Harden, fueling debates on lineup changes amid a loaded backcourt and looming extensions for stars like Wemby. Well,
with this spot, this bears watching. Vassell offered some information that he didn't have to. That's what let the cat out of the bag, Joe. But he said that at different points in time this season, he was upset with the role that he was given. He didn't have to say that.
About Harper. How the hell is he?
But we know that, even if he didn't say it.
Yes.
Right. But most of the time, you don't hear players voice their displeasure about the role that they're playing.
Right. And so now he's like, hold on. I can make a case throughout the 5 games. I was the second best player. And there were some nights I was the best player on the Spurs. And I'm coming off the bench, and guys are gagging left and right. And I'm still sitting on the bench, and guys are still playing more minutes than me.
Hey, when you think about it, if I'm Harper, I don't want the James Harden effect. Meaning, like, when James was in OKC, he was a hell of a player, but he came off the bench his entire tenure in OKC. And obviously, when he went to Houston, he turned into somebody who probably nobody even seen. You know what I mean? I think Harper Harper has the exact same type of talent, bro. So
hold on, whoa, Joe. Hold on, Joe. Now let's understand how great James Harden was at his apex when he was in Houston. Are you saying Harper had that same potential to do the same thing if he goes?
Nah, not to Harden level, like a K Cunningham level possibly. But nah, Harper can hoop for sure. And I see the comparison to OKC James Harden, but there was no De'Aaron Fox in front of James Harden. It was a Thabo Sefolosha.
I think he got that same type of potential, Ocho. Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to understand, Ocho, he wasn't allowed to play like that in OKC. He went to Houston where he was the dog.
Yeah.
And so they gave him the ball, and you got an opportunity to see what he can do as the lead dog, and he could get as many shots as he wants. And they had guys around him that would defend and rebound and get him the ball.
I mean, but for Joe to say he sees similarities and thinking that he can do that if he wasn't on the Spurs,
Ocho, you put Dylan Harper in that role Cooper Flag got in Dallas to where he the man.
For sure. Yeah.
Hey, that boy gonna put up at least a dub a night, 22, 23 a night. As a rookie, I just think he has that type of talent.
Right.
See, it's different when you go out there and play and you know you can shoot whenever versus, damn, I come out here, I feel like I got to every shot I take, I feel like I got to make.
It's got to be efficient, or they're going to snatch me.
There you go.
Right.
I ain't got no time. If I turn it over once or twice, they taking me out. You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about that.
Come
go.
on over here, sit by me.
Just remember, Ocho, how it was with you when you didn't have to worry about if you made a mistake. The coach is yelling and screaming, or they bringing you out for a play to say, "Hey, son, that ain't what we do." When you know I can just go play football.
Yes.
If I made a mistake, I made a mistake. If I dropped the pass, I dropped the pass. You were free. Your mind free, and you could just
nothing like that, bro. Nothing like that freedom. You know what I mean? Because now you can go out there and play kind of loosey-goosey versus when you're on a star-studded team, a team with expectations of winning a title, and you playing with arguably one of the best, not arguably, but one of the best players in the league. It's a little different, bro.
Right.
It's a little different.
Let's see what people saying. Sometimes Tate get out of hand because Harper's good, but he also played with a very talented group. Cooper had Marshall this year, and I'm a Mavs fan, but nobody considers Marshall a superstar. Plus, Coop had Jason Kidd as a coach. His reason I'm so excited that motherfucker was fired. Man, here we go. Signed a $200 million Fox, and now you're suppressing your rookie's growth by benching him. They're practically letting somebody else receive Harper when he's primed and ready in 3 to 4 years, unless San Antonio resigns him. Okay. I mean, Dylan Harper, like I said, I don't think he is as offensively talented as Harden, but I get the comparison, and I think he got a lot of K to him. Okay. What else is going on? What else is going on? Boy, that Trey Burke highlights is crazy. What else is going on? Anything outstanding happen? I wonder if I get in trouble for playing some WNBA highlights, but I definitely want to. What else is going on? Oh, Luka Doncic's career isn't going as predicted.
There's been this graphic circulating on Twitter with Jokic has 3 MVPs in a ring. Giannis has 2 MVPs in a ring. Shea has 2 MVPs in a ring. Jason Tatum has a ring. Joel Embiid has an MVP. Wembanyama has a Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, you already know where this is going.
Jalen Brunson has a ring. Luka Doncic's category is empty. To this point,
Scoring titles
in NBA history.
Hold on. Let me make sure how many. Does Luka 2 scoring titles? You can't do that. He got 2 scoring titles to have his shit be empty.
When we look back at Luka Doncic's career, has it been underwhelming, disappointing?
Disappointing because I think you would have expected him to have an MVP. And I say disappointing for the fact that in 2024, he should have that MVP trophy in his case. That should be his. I think he was the best player. All things considered, I think that statistically led the league in points. I think he was number 2 or number 1 in assists that season. Shot 38% from 3. I think his team was top 4 in wins, top 5 in wins, regardless. If you give Jokic the MVP when he's 6th in MVP, when his team was 6th in the Western Conference, then Luka Doncic, if he's leading the league in points, leading the league in assists, can win MVP as a 4th seed. That can happen. Made it to the finals 1 time, made it to the WCF twice. It's disappointing because an all-time great player doesn't have a legitimate award for his name.
He still got time, which is what's saving him right now. but he's certainly on his way. I don't think the Lakers are in a window to win a championship within the next couple of years.
With the Lakers, we can do it.
I don't know. The Spurs look awfully good. The Thunder look awfully good. You're gonna have to get through maybe both of them.
Think about it. The Lakers from 2014 to 2019 were pretty irrelevant. It took one player, changed everything.
Yeah, well,
it could happen again.
It could happen.
you got
I
the
think
one
the West with
Exactly.
those top two teams though aren't going anywhere anytime soon. While there was more
People thought nobody could
fluctuation
beat the
in
Thunder.
sure. And then the Warriors were there, and then the Warriors broke
People
up.
thought nobody would beat the Spurs.
I get it. Listen, I do think Luka's path, at least in the next couple of years, is an MVP. If on the Lakers, obviously that's going to help, but we know the count numbers are going to be stupid.
Nuggets were once unbeatable too.
It's just championship, man. It's like 24. I think went up against a better team in Boston. You know, a couple of years prior against Golden State, which is a young team that he carried. But if he doesn't get a ring, which is going to be hard on the next couple of years, now you're pushing Luka like 30.
How old is Luka? Luka is 27 already. Time flying like a motherfucker, boy. Luka already 27, bro. Is the time is ticking.
Years old. I feel like he has a window.
But
here
most people get their championships at 28, 29. So he all right.
where if he gets an MVP, some of this will get erased. But unless he gets a championship on top of it too, I still think he's going to be, I don't want to say disrespected, but I think he's going to be looked at as a bit of a what if in the James Harden tier.
Yeah, I think there's always one player of an era. There's always one player that is probably at the same talent level.
Can we not say it's going to be Luka?
No, I don't think he is. I'm just saying there's always that one
Who else
player.
would it be?
Yeah, I mean everybody has one. I mean then
Embiid?
He's MVP.
I'm
But also, I
honest,
think
bro.
Luka.
I don't care about that MVP.
I do think Luka should have one, or at least he's in contention to have one. Like he finished top 3, or he should have finished top 3 in 24, the year you mentioned.
In
he was great.
24.
He was incredible.
If you weren't going to give it to Luka, give it to SGA.
Yeah.
SGA was #1 seed.
Unfortunately for Luka, right now
He's in LA though now, so make a market.
we're entering a phase where it feels like Wemby's going to win like the next 3 MVPs. So as long
Oh
as,
my,
so
I
long
hate
as
that
Wemby is
narrative.
healthy,
Are we so certain about that?
I think as
Thank
long as
you.
he meets
Could've
the
won this
game
year,
minimum and requirement,
He actually wasn't
he
close.
will win MVP.
Could have won, is what I'm saying.
He wasn't close.
I don't think it's guaranteed. He wins
No,
three
it's
in a row.
not
Bro,
guaranteed.
SGA had like 86% of the votes.
Oh, no, he got the votes for
But,
sure.
but Luka's Wemby's gonna have the two-way and probably the plus minus on the advanced numbers. But Luka is gonna
have
probably
the
average
numbers.
like 34 or 35.
Exactly,
Put up
but
crazy
the
numbers.
thing is that hasn't mattered to voters.
Fairs.
It hasn't
To this
mattered
point,
what
yeah.
Luka has done. He can put up all the offensive production. Brian Windhorst is still going to be sitting up there saying that he is the reason why he's not a champion. Instead of the team missing open threes and going 17% on their wide open threes.
I'm not gonna
So-
cap this Lakers team that didn't have Luka. I mean, if they would have had Luka, they could have possibly beat the Thunder, bro. They really could have.
And Kyrie Irving shitting his pants.
The way, the way that Marcus Smart, Reeves, and Luke Kennard was playing, LeBron with a Luka, they could have beat the Thunder, bro. Like, yeah.
Doncic, what it comes down to is that he will always be held to the standard of showing and trying and putting effort on defense. And because he's not going to have that, like the other candidates have it, like Shea has it, like Wemby has it, he will always be knocked in the conversation. And also because he doesn't have the dominant team around him that will be the number 1 and number 2 seed, that is something that is always going to be used against him. Unless the Lakers make a big time move to where they acquire a ton of talent in a short amount of time, and this actually looks like a roster that can compete for a championship, he just is not going to have the seeding. And that counting production, nobody is really going to place value on it because historically nobody has. And I disagree with that because I think that Luka, unfortunately, looking at his career right now, like if you told me back in 2019, when in the playoffs, when he went to the bubble and he had the game win over Pat Bev, if you told me after that moment, which is really 2020, if you tell me after that moment, Luka, 6 years later, won't be an MVP, he won't win an NBA championship, I would have thought that you're crazy.
Well, he's at the age where they start winning it. You know, MJ didn't win one
I
until
just-
year 7.
I just
LeBron
said
didn't
that
win one
too.
to 27. So he's
And
at that age.
if you also told me at the same time in 2020, oh yeah, the other guy, Shea, who plays for OKC in the bubble, who they just lost to the Rockets in 7, he's going to have a better career than Luka in 6 years. If you told me Jalen Brunson, the 2nd round pick in the same draft as Luka, he's going to have a championship leading a team before Luka Doncic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I would have thought you'd been crazy. If you told me Jason Tatum is going to have a championship before Luka Doncic, I would have said, you're crazy. 6 years ago, it felt inevitable.
And he got traded.
It felt inevitable that Luka Doncic would
And he got traded,
be one
yeah.
of the more accomplished players of the era. And to see that he doesn't have those accomplishments, and I don't want to just disregard the first team All-NBAs, the All-NBA teams, because those are accomplishments in themselves. They're just not major awards. But the fact that players that have been so out of the realm of thought at the time have passed Luka in terms of either championships or MVPs, that's what kind of brings the disappointment more at the forefront, where it's like, it's crazy how these events have transpired, because at the time, it didn't feel like a reality. That there wasn't a reality that existed in my mind that I thought Shea would be a 2-time MVP and Luka would have no MVPs.
It's only disappointing at face value, though. No?
At face value, yeah, but like considering the expectation of Luka and the expectation of like a Jalen Brunson second-round pick and Shea, who wasn't a top 10 pick in that draft, it is kind of crazy that they have passed him. Those are also anomalies, to be fair.
Well,
but
pass him in what regard? Like in terms
having
of
major
accolades?
and having major awards, yes.
Okay, but I agree with you. I just think that when you actually dig deep into it, what is Luka supposed to do?
Play better in 24.
Okay, if you really want to dick suck him and say 2024 he was dog shit, fine. If that's what you want to do, what'd you say? Not be fat? My God. Okay,
That's crazy.
No. Even while he was a fat fuck, right? You want to call him that in 24?
I didn't say all that.
If you want to call him that in 24, it was his best season.
25 too. 25 was
couldn't get to the rim.
And 25 he still shot well. He couldn't get to the rim. He shot 38% from 3.
25 was huge.
25 he's a big boy.
25 he was a big guy.
He's probably like 280.
And then he got hurt. So maybe he needs to play thicker.
I don't know about all that.
He's gotten hurt before.
He led the league in points this year.
He did.
No, he did all he could.
He did really, genuinely did all he could.
That's why I'm not shitting on Luka. I think Luka individually is a great
But
player.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Luka's
at
gonna
face
be
value,
fine.
that tweet.
It's really about the Lakers. Like, can they build a championship team around him? I think Luka's gonna be fine.
I think Luka.
Luka has never had a top 5 roster at any point in his career. Never. He's had some top tier players. He's had Kyrie. He's had Brunson. But anytime he's played with a good player of that caliber, he's gotten to a conference finals or a finals. Luka's career hasn't been disappointing, I would say. Luka has kind of been failed by health. Luka has kind of been failed by his front offices. But yeah, I wouldn't say his career has been a failure. You would expect him to have had more success than SGA, who has the finals MVP, the regular season MVP, 2 of them. Say the same thing about Brunson, who has a finals MVP. Now that's a little bit of a thing, but he already got 2 scoring titles. He might get a 3rd one next year.
Fortunately, he has been the recipient of some misfortune because he was too good for the Mavericks to get top picks. They traded draft capital to pair him up with Porzingis coming off a torn ACL, and that pairing never fully worked. And then you had to trade Porzingis for Davis Bertans and Spencer Dinwiddie. Really didn't get much back for him. And then it was the Mavericks' decision to not give Brunson a 4-year, $56 million contract. So now you have to trade for Kyrie because Luka's running mate left to New York, in which Brunson wanted to stay in Dallas. Dallas just didn't offer him the contract. And then
that's
the
crazy.
playoff run, he brought his value even higher. And then Dallas was really out of the sweepstakes. So most of the things have been organizational malpractice.
Yeah,
and then now if
I
you look
just
at the
said
Lakers,
that.
he's restarting all over again. Everything that he built up years in Dallas for, like finally getting a good roster, finally getting enough pieces around me to make a run, he goes to the Lakers and now all of that feels like a complete restart.
Dallas
Yeah,
has
that's
probably
crazy.
the 2 worst moves in the last 5 years. Trading Luka and letting Jalen Brunson walk.
Well done.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
And they have Cooper Flag now. That's
And
so
they
crazy.
still have Cooper Flag.
Those motherfuckers got bailed out beyond belief.
I
That shit
cannot
actually
believe-
makes me
I
so
cannot
sick.
That's
bro.
so insane.
It really does make me mad they got the number 1 overpick.
You should have
NBA
known.
made a call, which
You
I
had to
understand.
know they were.
I guess crazy. Look at the picture.
Yeah,
of,
that
at
it
the
was
time, the Mavericks' big 3 it was Luka, Brunson, and
nonsense.
Porzingis.
Flag? Yeah.
Like
I've been saying that.
the fact that Brunson won a championship, Porzingis won a championship with Boston, and then Luka of those 3 players hasn't won a championship yet.
It's pretty funny, right?
Yeah, it's
it's crazy
crazy.
how events have transpired.
You've been pissing me off
No, he's
recently,
fucking
bro.
talking recently. He's been talking.
Bro, what
You've been
happened,
pissing me off recently,
Bro, it's the Great White Hope. I love Coop.
Cooper Flag rings
You
a
know who
ring
they
to
used to call it
Dallas.
Great White Hope? You know who they used to call it?
Who?
Fucking Luka Doncic.
Yeah, now this is his town.
Cooper Flag brings a ring to Dallas?
Oh, dude.
Before Luka?
That Luka's legacy's gone.
Put money on that then.
Doesn't even matter.
You believe that?
I believe it.
It's going to be so
Put money
long.
on it.
Are we going to
How
adjust
long?
for
How,
inflation?
Damn.
Rest of their careers.
Cooper,
Whoever wins
bring-
the flag first.
All right, I'll
Whoever
take
wins the
Flag.
ring first.
I'll take
Whoever
Flag.
loses this bet has to give the other person half.
Easy. Can do that without fucking Luka.
What the hell?
I like that bet.
Coop's gonna bring a ring to Dallas. I'm excited for it.
He's a two-way player.
So whoever wins the ring first, Luka or Cooper Flag.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't bet that.
That's what the bet was.
I thought it was just. Oh, I thought you were saying you don't think Cooper's gonna bring a ring to Dallas.
Cooper can win a ring when he's fucking.
Oh,
Cooper
I'll stay on that bet.
Yeah,
Anyway. Let's do it.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
Let me see what the people are saying. Luka has never lost a series in the playoffs as a favorite before his first year with LA. The Mavs completely screwed his career. They took forever to put a contending roster around him, and when they finally did, they shipped him off to a team that needs to retool all over again. Yep. Luka on the Mavs was on a championship trajectory. Now he's going to have to go through a rebuild with the Lakers, and hopefully it's only a 2-year time frame. Big red flag if he doesn't win in the parity era. All his peers got one. Lakers need to trade LeBron for Jared Allen and Max Strus or Dennis Schroeder or something. I actually don't hate that. Jared Allen for LeBron. But then you still got Harden, so that's not. The reality is you cannot be Jokic for MVP by going stat for stat, which makes Luka's job difficult, so you have to check the other boxes. I agree. He has won the scoring title twice. I said that for sure. Luka's a points, rebounds, assists merchant. Yeah, he's only doing the things that are most valuable to basketball for real. Oh. Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't say his career is disappointing, but people definitely thought it would be better. I know the Club 520 talking crazy about something. Ja Morant's future.
More rumors be here. Julius Randle, Dante, and the 28 pick. They trying to get somebody else to pair up with AE. How you feeling?
Who do you think he can get?
They're going to Memphis.
Cat. That'd be fun as shit.
They can't do it. The money. JR is filthy.
Nah, Cat can do it.
That would be nasty if that do the trade back. That would be insane. I would be pissed.
I'm trading him to JR. Got to go to Memphis.
For Ja Morant?
Him and Dante.
You could probably, honestly, bro, you could probably give up that first round pick in the future to get Ja. You would probably have to give up no players.
For real?
Am I being disrespectful?
Nah.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's not being disrespectful, bro. Memphis is they have to move on. Bro.
They don't want Julius Randle.
They
gave up Triple J.
I'm cool.
They trying to be horrible.
Yeah, we'll take the draft pick game.
You get Julius Randle, you will be horrible.
I don't know where they can go.
What does A?
Who will start?
They going back to New York.
Yeah, I was gonna say who you think would be good, or what type of player does A need to get that next another scorer?
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie's a perfect fit.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie ain't leaving Dallas, y'all.
He not.
So I'm sure he ain't going for that shit. He about to pick up. I trust the vision.
Ja Morant, man. Ja, however you got to get him.
Get it done?
Yes, bro. Whatever you got to do.
I just really want to see what's going to happen with this draft stuff, bro. Because everybody's saying that they so high on these draft picks for this draft, but ain't nobody made a move yet.
We just don't know about it.
Keeping it real, I don't think they that high on people no more, for real.
Did the buzz wear off?
No, I'm not saying people not excited about the draft, but I just think people don't think like they gonna move the needle. I think like AJ DeBanza could help your team immediately. And Darian Peterson, I think Darius Acuff can too, but the teams is so bad that they might end up on that it ain't like really no press. That's why I'm saying Presti, like, if I get one of them, they gonna move the needle for my team because we like that. Like Brooklyn, they get drafted, they ain't moving no needle. What Brooklyn gonna do? They just gonna have another draft pick.
Yeah, of the 5 they got last year. They're trying to figure it out.
You gotta start somewhere,
they ain't
bro.
doing enough for Chicago.
Nah, they ain't
gonna be bad.
Chicago.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
But OKC,
that's cheating, bro. Them get like if they get
Caleb Wilson. Yeah, it's different.
That'd be some
that can't
bullshit.
happen.
But
Damn, Caleb Wilson to OKC is crazy.
Yeah, that's what they bet on.
Yeah.
Give me my bet. I want my money. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we're also interested in like that 3, 4, and 5. I mean, Clippers said they're gonna get a young talent and go with that for sure. But Memphis and Chicago, teams who need so much, you got the gold mine to get more assets if you trade back low key.
Yeah. They need more assets. That's what
they need more, especially teams like Memphis. Boy, they need a lot.
Especially if you don't think you're gonna get a star at 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like,
Does Memphis need a lot?
I think there's Acuff a star, but if you don't think you can get him at 5, I don't know who else a star. I think Michael Brown got star potential.
Yeah.
But I don't think immediately you getting a star.
Yeah. What the Clippers do will be very interesting. They'll set the tone for the next couple of picks. Obviously,
I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers got Michael Brown.
Me either.
Me either. I was going to say they said he had a great workout with them.
They like him. Yeah, they fucking with him.
Bro.
And they said they want a sizable guard that can play next to Darius. So,
hey, I like that.
They won't probably get Acuff. But, I mean.
Hell no.
I think it's going to be fire, though.
Michael and Acuff.
I mean.
We think Darren Peterson?
Well, Mathurin to Detroit.
I think he said he don't want to Utah. He made that clear.
Yeah, I don't know where he going to go.
These niggas,
He made it clear. He don't want to go there.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, if Keontae George is killing, bro, and he ain't getting paid, I mean, obviously that would be his case, but I go to Memphis, bro. We trash. I'll shoot the ball as much as I want to. I'll be the franchise.
Yes, bro.
Let me go get my shit off, bro. No penalty.
Respect, man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Go ahead and load it up for KG, man. Talking about what we need to do this offseason to get better.
He needs a U.S. tour. He needs like a black tour. Wait till he get mean, dog. Wait till you start dating some American women. You need to get with me a black woman, right? Look at my cousin.
Bro, this dude be tripping, bro.
Hey, Anisha. I need you to come take Wimby out.
Anisha, like
I need you to take Wimby out. Yeah, take Wimby down there to goddamn Bourbon Street. Get some oxtail. You know what I'm saying? He need to go to the Chi. He need to go down to Houston. He need to go to he need to go to Atlanta, see the Blue Flame. He need to go down to Peachtree. All that shit, Lord. We need to take Wimby on the black tour of America. You say, Florida, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you out here. You're good. Say, yeah, you good. Hey man, it's Wimby, man. It's big homie. Yeah, say what's up, Vic. Yeah, what up, guys? You know what I'm saying? Right. Now with Quavo in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Wimby needs a U.S. tour. He needs like a black tour. He needs some oxtail, cornbread, buttermilk. He need to go to Memphis. He need to go get some good barbecue. Well, he know what I'm saying? Well, hey, what I do in Miami?
Bro, this is KG. Wow, bro.
Yeah, that's oxtail. Yeah, that's brown rice. That's mac and cheese. That's banana pudding. Yeah, that's called sweet potatoes right there. Candy yams. Hit that right there. Yeah, we're gonna put Victor with Ed. We're gonna have Ed take Victor to the A and host it. Right, we going. We got you, Victor. You with big fella. You with big lord. I got you. Take it real open, nigga. Let you meet the king.
Bro, KG is fucking crazy, bro.
That needs to happen. KG needs to have Wimby for at least summer camp, man. For at least a month in America. That would be fucking hilarious.
That'd be good for them to just even get in the gym together.
That'd be funny as shit.
Yeah.
That is the perfect.
He don't need to get in the gym with no damn KG. He already exceeds him offensively and defensively.
Cincinnati knew about this shit too.
We knew.
Wow. He need to go visit Dirt.
Goes to the NFL. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Damn.
Man, see, I'm not. I don't got nothing to say, bro.
He said because they knew for 2 years and never said it didn't do nothing. That story gets lost.
That's bullshit.
That story getting wicked and wicked more and more.
Motherfucker better hurry up, put a cap on that.
He about to start telling.
For real.
Boy.
That about to get ugly, bro.
He about to sing.
Bro,
that's about to get ugly, bro.
I know Cincinnati woke up like, what the fuck are y'all talking about me for?
Yeah.
We don't have nothing to do with this, bro.
Play the 50 Cent meme, for sure.
Yeah, that's putting him in the Cincinnati jersey is funny.
But yeah, I put that up there for you because you was mad that he got off that easy.
Yeah, bro.
Boy, them Bapes is
Black
clean as
Lives
hell.
Matter, bro. Free Terry Rozier. It does matter.
Free the real, bro.
They do. They matter.
Yes, bro.
Free Malik
Like,
Beasley too, bro.
Nothing, bro.
Where is Malik?
He's about to do a stream next week. His case is still pending apparently, man. Free Malik Beasley, bro.
Who you about to do a stream with?
I forgot who, but I seen he was going live and stream. I was like, damn, man, Malik Beasley should be hooping, man.
For sure.
Yeah. This nigga get to walk around freely. He telling all kind of shit.
His punishment was go to the NFL.
Oh God.
How? I'm nothing, bro.
Yeah, man. That is wicked, man. Get well soon to everybody involved, man. Call the hotline if you need help, man. Before we get out here, be here and tell the people they can grab some merch, Brody.
ShopClub520.com, baby. Get your merch today.
Okay. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I like Ja with Ant. Crazy person to pair with Ant would be Jaylen Brown for a scoring duo, just because they both from Atlanta, bro. I'm maturing LaMelo is the best fit for Ant. I don't hate it. John Edwards on the same team would be nasty, especially downhill and fast breaks. I don't know if I like John Ant. How we feeling about John Ant? I don't know if I like that. I ain't gonna lie. Ace Bailey needs to be traded. I don't know.
Now we get him.
Bro, I don't care what y'all say. I think Ace Bailey is just as good, if not better than AJ the Bouncer, bro. Facts.
But fuck, we here now. Mook, did you see the conversations?
What happened?
The Utah Jazz, they having some smoke with Walker Kessler. Apparently, they ain't on the same timetable, especially about this extension. They was like, they've been talking to Washington about some conversations, and Washington be very interested.
Man, Washington want everybody.
That'll be all right.
AD
for me.
AD to Utah is crazy,
Jaren
but
Jackson.
That's tough.
They saying AD to Utah?
George?
Yeah,
Ain't
in
no
the
way.
trade scenario.
AD.
And then
Almost
obviously-
AD
no
like
way,
that,
bro.
but it'll be a good team.
But if you're the Wizards, are you something on Walker Kessler and Alex R as your future 4 and 5?
No.
No, but fuck them. We talking about Utah.
Yeah,
You
Utah,
say
man.
no. AD with Jaren Jackson?
That's gonna be.
That's
Ooh,
different. Crazy.
they cold.
That's nice.
AD
boy.
won't be there very long, but it would
I
look
don't
good
know.
at first.
That's a nice ass 5.
With Keontae.
That's a nice 5 out there.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, it's time to retire.
Damn.
They sent me to Utah, and I'm Anthony Davis. Got to go.
He has
No, he's not gonna enjoy that.
People sleeping on the
Nothing
Wizards.
about Utah.
Rich. I ain't gonna lie.
Enjoy that.
No.
If I'm
He don't
pissed
wanna
that you
live
send me to the Wizards and then you send me to Utah, y'all niggas hate me.
Hey,
We'll
Rich.
get this shit off out there.
Nah, but we ain't talking about basketball.
Rich.
He don't want to let it.
Oh, understood.
Send me to Chicago, bro.
I'm
Homecoming?
I'd rather just be in Chicago. Like, I don't care about winning another game.
Y'all see Darren Peterson
What he said?
He said,
not meeting with the Wizards?
Yeah.
I mean, Jazz.
He said he ain't trying to be there either.
I'm nothing.
He seen Keontae George.
Facts. He ain't better than him, boy.
Oh, God.
That nigga good.
Keontae is the most underrated player
70 game.
Yeah, he seen him right
in the
there. Like, I
NBA.
ain't going
They
over there.
like Acuff too.
Huh?
They like Acuff.
Who? Jazz?
Now, what's been interesting, me and Lou talked about this when we came in here today. They said the Jazz are really, really impressed with Darius Acuff, even possible of trading down to getting him. We seen some of the reports you talked about yesterday. There's questioned a lot of stuff about him. Is this the finesse?
It might be the
Is it to
finesse.
put the cookie in? Like, nah, his work ethic's trash. Don't get him. Bad character.
It might be the Danny Ainge
Don't do that.
with
Don't-
Jalen
don't
Brown.
put that on my name though. Just
And you know who's right there getting Utah.
Yeah.
don't put that smut on my name.
We've
just
seen
to
Danny
draft.
Ainge do this before now.
With Danny Ainge
I don't
with
like that.
Jalen
Yeah.
Brown. I like it.
Don't damage my name so you can pick me, bro.
The what do you do with
That's
old boy? Same thing with Ace Bailey.
Oh yeah, you still come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is crazy. I ain't even think about that, bro. That's wicked.
Yeah,
I'm with Mook, though, bro. I'm nothing.
Yeah, I don't like that, bro.
Get that
Ace
shit off
Bailey
my
gotta
name.
go though.
Damn.
He's like the forgotten person in
Where you
this
gonna
shit.
go?
Cause everybody just saying Utah getting this person. Ain't nobody thinking about Ace Bailey no more, man. I hate that because he cold.
He gonna be all right.
Ace Bailey cold a bit.
Like,
They got so many other people that's in priority over there.
yeah, it's
Utah,
like, oh,
damn,
we might
bro.
be getting AD. It's like, damn, Ace Bailey gone again. Like, you know what I mean? Just keep following down the depth chart.
Ain't nobody getting Anthony Davis,
He
bro.
need a chance, bro. He too good.
Yeah, because you look at Utah as is, even if they just stay put in draft, bro. They front court is already crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Laurie Marketing,
14.
JJ.
Nah, he
Walker Kessler.
cold. He a good player, but I'm saying like, all right, they picked Darren they picked AJ the Bouncer.
Get me
Darren
outta here.
Peterson.
Oh, they pick AJ. Go on, get me out of here.
Get me out of here. Need some
All
fresh
right.
air.
Yeah, like,
But they really don't got nobody. They really mid.
huh?
Ace Bailey better than AJ. Nah, Utah gonna be cold.
They're
What
good.
you
They
speaking?
AD,
Oh, God.
but they got potential. They got a lot of potential.
They got a lot of potential.
Cody Williams too.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
he's
over.
cooked.
It's over.
Now
He had flashes
is
last
cooked.
year when he played, where he showed up.
Ace Bailey
He
to
showed
Brooklyn.
potential last year.
Difficult, but
All right.
he gone, though.
Yeah, all right, Darren Peterson go over there, then what?
Oh, yeah, well, Darren Peterson pull up. You know who our backcourt is.
AJ
Darren
the
Peterson,
Bouncer
Keontae
pull
George.
He
up.
a wing, though.
AJ the Bouncer pull up, then what?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody can go.
UA's going to have some good practice minutes.
Lloyd Marketing, he needs to go.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm nervous for it.
You see how much Lloyd Marketing
You
makes?
still see, bro. Y'all just trying to
I don't think he wanna be
accumulate
there, though.
talent, bro. Y'all gotta build a team, bro. Ace Bailey, AJ the Bouncer, Keontae, bro. Y'all gotta build more of a actual roster, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he want to be there, bro.
Yeah, they've been talking about trading him for
Yeah.
like 7 years.
Oh,
bro.
God, bro.
But I mean, I'm happy he got paid because remember at first at the Bulls, we was a little questionable. What was
Nah,
going
for
on.
sure. And he's a quality ass player.
Keontae George to the Pistons.
71, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lloyd Marketing isn't really a pretty all-star.
Like, what is it
Nah,
about
nigga
him that they
cold.
don't like?
That's what exactly.
That
bro.
he good. They don't like he too
Fucking
good
the
for.
vibes up.
He too good not to win. You know what I mean? Like we ain't really about to win nothing, and we paying you $46 million.
Damn,
Like,
Keontae
it's
George
kinda
in
like what the Pacers said
Detroit.
to me. It's like you're a good player, but
If
like,
they
we
get
can't
Derek
pay you this
Peterson.
much. You're not that good. I was like, damn. That's what they said. Like, we had somebody else that was better than you on this team, I could pay you that much, but I can't pay you that much because I'm paying you $46 million, bro.
And that was after, especially the time with P. Levy. You definitely
Yeah.
our best player. Yeah.
They said I can't pay you that much.
Free Laurie, man.
But like you are best player and you the highest paid player. Like what they
And Triple J getting chicken too.
Yeah, but he's not getting as much as Laurie Marketing.
That's a fact. Laurie Marketing said, I'm a max player.
I average 30, nigga.
Yeah, you are best player.
Laurie just need to go to the Warriors or somebody like that.
But he
The
don't like
Warriors
Needle
would
for
definitely
for that team. Like he
be
not,
the best fit for
Detroit
Laurie
call.
Marketing.
Make it happen. I'm
He,
soaking on
see,
Laurie
like he a
Marketing in
perfect
Detroit.
person. He like a great second option.
But see, niggas that had to leave Detroit, bro. They can't afford him at $50 million. They ain't worth it.
We can figure it out.
Man, Detroit definitely
some
can
people have to
afford that. Who they got?
Yeah, bro, but
They really don't got nobody on Detroit.
They don't, nigga.
Detroit really ain't got
roster, They
nobody.
don't have nobody, bro. They don't. Cade just be killing. And they play defense.
Him
Like-
and Durant at work.
He can play with Darren.
Yeah. Because Laurie really a four anyway.
Yeah.
He shoot threes and shit.
You do.
Yeah, that definitely will work.
Face out.
But if y'all Utah, who would y'all rather get? Obviously, given the situation, number 2 pick, who y'all drafting for this roster as is? If you ain't making no moves, you getting Derek
AJ.
Peterson or you going Boozer?
I'm going AJ to Benson, man.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to get AJ.
You gotta figure it out, bro.
You got to trade for number 1. Make it happen.
AJ must be his team.
So you get both Ace Bailey,
Bro,
and future pick,
hell no.
and pick position. Is that fair? We swap 1 and 2. Y'all get a future first round pick and Ace Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably do that, but I think Darren Peterson might fall in the draft.
Think so?
Not, I mean, when I say fall, he might go to 3.
Mm.
Because if you Utah, we seen Utah pick people
Oh,
when they want to be.
could Utah get Cam Boozer, trade Laurie Marketing, and then I don't know what they do with because Utah got a lot of shit they could do. I don't know.
There.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just
But
do-
you gotta keep Keontae and Ace, bro. Keontae and Ace, come on, bro. Like I think they're being disrespected at this point. I even love Isaiah Collier. I think Utah Jazz is gonna be must-see TV next year.
do an ace. But I don't think they'll do that again. And I think they believe in Keontae George. I think they believe Keontae George is just as good as him. But I don't think they'll pick another player who don't want to be there.
I agree.
I don't think they'll do that again. Yeah, he cold.
He went crazy.
Come on, bro.
He better than him. Give me him.
Oh yeah,
Give me Keontae.
yeah, and he's still a youngster.
Yeah, it's proven.
Yeah.
So I can see who got third pick. Memphis.
Yeah.
I can see them picking Darren Peterson.
I mean, he can do his thing. Yeah.
And if I'm Memphis and I got that
He get the
capability,
kill.
it's time to shop.
He gonna get the kill.
It's time to shop.
Yeah.
They got him, what's his name, Coward. God
Y'all
damn.
got
He
this.
said he a point guard anyway.
In
Yeah, we knew
Memphis.
he was pushing saying that shit.
You know, damn point guard.
Who? Wait, hold on. Memphis got the third pick. So if Washington goes AJ, see Washington should go Darren Peterson. Utah should go Cam Boozer. Memphis, man, I don't know. It's all this draft gonna be weird, bro.
Might be the worst roster.
Oh yeah, they
It's
weak.
a bad team, boy.
Yeah, respectfully, as a conglomerate and as a record label,
KCD,
It's a bad
Taylor
team.
this
Hendricks,
Grizzly
he
roster
back off
is
the injury.
poo juice.
Free KCP, man.
For the real, bro.
Get him on a
Scottie
quality
Pippen
team.
Jr. not bad.
Nah, he good.
Nah, he not.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm a young boy, this
Yeah, they
this
got a
the
lot of
team I want to
players.
get. This where I want to go.
Facts.
Who-
I'm the number 2 pick.
That's why I was good for Ja to go there.
Derek Peterson says, make me a Grizzly.
Oh, make me a
Every time, man.
Grizzly.
Average 25.
Number 3 pick. I'm about to be the franchise.
Seeing Ja to Brooklyn.
Every game.
And we know they've made some changes in the last year and a half, obviously, but never underestimate how great Ja Morant was in that run period when y'all was trying to discredit what he did in the past because he took some people along with him who
Ja
are not
and
serviceable,
MPJ.
they might act like they are. I know they made some trades, obviously, D-Bane and JJ, but
Yeah,
Ja Morant
Ja
was really that
was
damn good.
was a different player back
Yeah,
then.
but
though.
that run is over in there for
Yeah,
that
I
era
don't-
is over.
I was over with. Everybody got to move on. Even Ja. I can't wait to see where Ja goes.
I don't think niggas got that effect.
Y'all think they gonna trade Ja?
If they
have
don't,
to,
then
bro.
they're a joke.
All the shit they doing with him, they
I
have.
just don't know who gonna take him. Who gonna take him?
Minnesota.
I thought they want Kyrie.
But if you don't get Kyrie,
Bro, Kyrie's not available, bro.
Oh, he's staying in Dallas.
Yeah, I've seen that too. That they said that they South Missouri is like, hold on now.
Kyrie probably tired of moving every damn where.
I wouldn't be too at this point in my career, bro. I'm already solidified in this league.
Bro, I got a nice house in Dallas. No state
It's a
tax. He
beautiful
probably
place.
won't move.
I don't, yeah, bro.
That, bro.
I ain't mad at it, man. Cooper gotta have somebody.
If Ja and Ant link up, yeah.
Yes, bro. Let Coop
Blues
cook,
brothers.
bro.
Bad boys.
I'm nervous.
Yeah,
I'm nervous for that.
I ain't.
Not like, nah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like,
Off the court.
no, not off the court. I think it'd be like, they'd be dependent on Ja a lot. And I just hope he like healthy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nigga ain't hooped in a long time, bro. He gotta be healthy at some point. You know, it's been a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I would hate the Ant to get a guy like that with those abilities and he not be healthy.
Like 2 years.
Yeah, nah, I would not want. If I was the Timberwolves, I wouldn't even want Ja, bro. Anthony Davis, Jared Jackson Jr., and Laurie Markkinen would be one of the slowest teams in the league. That's funny. Let Teague tell it everyone should get traded. Okay. What else been going on? Boy, hell no. Zion to Charlotte? Mars, you tweaking. Boy, Burries is not lasting at 12, bro. Y'all tweaking. It's time to Burries the hatchet. Perfect. I think Burries will be perfect for Dallas, bro. Rank these players 1 through 5. Modest, Buzelis, Donovan Klingler, Zach Edey, AJ Miller, Alex Sarr. I would go Sarr, Mitchell, Buzelis, Edey, Klinger. I would go Sarr, Mitchell, Buzelis, Edey, Klinger. Klinger is garbage. Yeah, Klinger was terrible in the playoffs. Modest, Sarr, AJ, Edey, Klinger, Alex Sarr, Buzelis, AJ. Bro, no, bro. His was the closest, but I would put Buzelis 3. Edey don't play. Klinger was garbage in the playoffs. Will K be the next American MVP? From what I saw from him last year, I'm convinced K will be the next American MVP. Shot making improved, really good playmaker, impressive defender. Detroit can get him some shooters, and they win 60 plus games. It'll be hard not to vote for K. That's not a bad take. It's not a bad take. Let me see what some comments are saying. Yeah, I think if they get Hero from this Giannis deal, I think he just might have a chance to do it. Cooper Flag would be the only one with a chance if the Wemby wins 3 MVP. That Wemby, bro, Wemby gotta prove it, bro. Y'all just penciling Wemby in for fucking MVPs. And plus, he don't even play a lot of minutes like that. Why do you hate Anthony Edwards? Tatum, no. Pistons versus Thunder finals. No, Pistons don't got enough for the finals, bro. But if you had to pick the next American MVP, would it be Cade? I'm thinking about Ant. Ant, and especially Ant, just more efficient too. Cause Cade is cool. 24, 10, and 6 basically though. But the shooting splits. He played 64 games. 28, 5, 4, 49, 40. This shooting is just crazy. It's ridiculous. It's close. Damn, what the hell was I at? Close all these down tabs. That's not a bad take. Well, hold on. Michael Beasley saying some weird stuff.
We're gonna make them shake ass. You know? That's and then we start with Dwight and them again, right?
That's right. LA, they get the home court.
Y'all keep giving me the biggest stripper first, so I'm gonna make them shake ass.
That's right. And remember what happened the first
And he
time y'all
talking about
played them,
that's
the
right.
first game last season. That was the
Yeah, I
Dwight.
felt disrespected because I was trying to serve.
Michael Beasley looked like what's bro from the Cavs that played with LeBron? Who was homeless? I can't think of that nigga name.
Him with Beyonce before
Delonte West. Michael Beasley looked like a bigger Delonte West
the game, and he didn't like that, so I had to switch it to Young Thug and do it to him with no condom. Real raw.
Raw, huh?
I might show up this first game as old dirty bastard.
Bro, what is wrong with him, bro? I can't even get through
Well,
this.
I guess I know what's the first clip that's going to be circulating on social media.
Baby, I like it, Ron. We're going to make them shake.
Bro. At first, what he said is we going to make him shake ass. It's crazy. No, I ain't finna go down this rabbit hole. Nope. Man, committed damn fucking crazy. The Celtics interested in Rudy Gobert. What? Bennett Sturts. Actually, let me see who they got us getting at 30, bro. At 30. Who the hell is Sergio De La Reyna? They got the Mavericks getting Sergio. I just want to see the hoops. Who the hell is Sergio De La Reyna, bro? Oh, hold on. I got this shit way too fast. I want to see what you actually look like. Okay. Okay, yeah, nah, his passing looked pretty different, bro. Okay. He plays for Valencia. He got good passing instincts for sure. Is the jumper consistent? It looked like the jumper was pretty solid too. The quick passing instinct. Looks like a pass first point guard. Now, I don't know, like, if we get Braden Burries, I would probably go Alex Caravan. But if they do something stupid and get Nate Mint, then I would go bro, for sure. Okay. I'm trying to see how he would fit with the Mavericks. Damn, he can't jump. Jumping kind of slow too. How he looking? Yeah. Let me see what people are saying. He looks like a less flashy Austin Reeves, slightly better passer, but they both power in defense. The Rockets. I do want to see if somebody that actually scouted on. So he's a good passer, transition, perimeter shooting. He needs defensive foot speed. Okay, let's see what they say about him. Because they got a mock to the Mavericks at 30.
Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we'll be talking about Sergio de la Rea, coming out of Spain. He's currently playing for Valencia Basket in Liga ACB and the Euro Cup. He's firmly been in the conversation as a late first round pick, early second round conversation, in the similar range to Ben Seraph, maybe similar range as Nolan Traore as of last year.
Oh, Ben Seraph, Nolan Traore. That's all I need to hear. Nope. I'd rather have Alex Caravan. I'd rather have Alex Caravan, bro. Damn, full 16 minutes. I want to see 16 minutes for Alex Caravan. I'll just look at the 26.
And what you will see is a lot of good half-court offense. They are one of the best cutting teams, as you can see there. Smith to Caravan. Caravan catch and shoot, and that is good for the senior from Southborough, Massachusetts. Yeah, you got to bring guards. You can't let him dribble the ball like he backed people down that last possession. Caravan able to get to the basket. Can Solo Ball get on track? Here's Caravan with the shot clock at 5. Caravan gets to the basket. Oh, that's a great out-of-bounds play, too. Another one. Reed has to kick it out. Caravan for 3, and it's good. Second half. And starting to execute much better. And then a turnover by Wilkins. Smith bounces it. Caravan makes the catch and finishes. And Furman calls timeout. Reed left alone for two. Caravan fakes the three, steps up, and drills it.
Letting the coach know whether or not they should or shouldn't challenge. And some teams are more prepared for this than others.
He's just good at basketball,
Came
bro.
to the sideline and said,
Caravan a three. Yes, sir!
He just gonna make winning plays.
All Big East player as UCLA gives it right back. Daly lost it. Terrace Reed there, taking it from Daly. Good pass. Caravan throws it down off the feed from Ball. Mullins feeding Reed, matched up with Booker again. Here's the double. Daly was coming over. Caravan left open. Another three.
You know, if they're going to double Reed, they're going to get plenty of those.
Mullins, the trailer, feeding Reed. There's the double, there's the triple. Caravan in the foul. Reed is still on the bench for UConn. But now he's back out on the floor. 4 points, 1 rebound. Caravan with a big three. Terrace Reed Jr. draws the double. Finds a cutting Caravan. Caravan off glass.
I'll give Terrace Reed credit. He's thrown a couple of really good passes. Well, how about this? I mean, Terrace Reed, after that game the other night, good move there by Caravan going to the basket. After that game the other night, he doesn't have a basket in this game.
Demery to Caravan in the corner. Caravan on the drive. Not this time. Reed Jr. missed the follow. Caravan gets it back. Caravan on a mission tonight.
Well, you know, Booker and Daly have not done much here in the second half. And those were the guys the other day.
Caravan has. He's got 11 in the second half. It is Smith. Caravan fakes the three. Now a deep three. Caravan!
Shot fake.
Perry going right at Caravan. Caravan blocks him from behind. Caravan doing it all.
UConn has won 16 games in a row in the Sweet 16 or later. That is incredible. Caravan tees it up with a straightaway tray. Caravan with the slip and finish. Pretty. That's well executed. Caravan gets the floater off the glass. Beautiful. Feed it. Reed creating space with Kohler. Reed goes up. Missed it. Caravan is there. Uncontested on the weak side. Up the floor in a hurry is Fears. Catch by Ward. And it's blocked by Caravan. Screen Kohler. Fears swing. Extra. Scott pitch blocked by Caravan. That's 6 blocks now. And Michigan State has cut it to 2. We approach 12 minutes to play in regulation.
He's just really good, bro.
Home away for 2. He keeps busy. Smith in a matchup with Fears. Caravan, he fakes out Kohler, drives, bounces. What a setup to Reed. And that's because the bigs are on him. He can blow by. Demery back out there for UConn. Remember, they had a huge lead, 25-6. Caravan, unbelievable. Caravan, cha-ching from 3. That's all him and his activity. Nice set. Oh, miss Reed. There you go. Reed, post up, kick. Caravan, deep one.
Okay. How would he fit next to Coop, bro?
Caravan knocking down that 3.
I just think he's just a great additive player.
It rims out.
Next to Coop, Murray,
rejected and a tie-up. Caravan got there.
And Kyrie.
Blucher brothers working the perimeter. This is uncomfortable for Reed. You really got to help him. Takes it in. And Caravan, the long arm of the law. Boozer sticks with it. Couple of fakes. Foul. Smith looking that way. Picked up by Dar. Kick it extra. Caravan finally gets into the box score. He knows the game and he's active. Go through Reed again. He's been the playmaker. Demery small against big. Boozer extends. Caravan the bounce. Reed, old school. And Raph, we saw that play earlier this half. Caravan curling, getting into the paint. Beautiful pocket pad. UConn down by 4. Demery operating against Foster. Kick out Caravan. Boozer! Wow!
And that boy go hit big shot.
Curl right here, and then Boozer tried to shoot the gap. Great awareness, Caravan Now 0 of 4 from downtown. UConn is 3 out of 7. Caravan doesn't take the 3. Instead, a shovel inside and a big finish for Terrace Reed Jr. For the Huskies, they are in their 3rd Final Four in the last 4. Jurkovic sets the screen for.
Oh my God. For watching. What the fuck? Oh, I guess that was the March Madness situation.